Hello there. Welcome to Sunday night stream at Penny Dragon Games. Regulars will note I am not Ben. Ben is off tonight and I am taking part in his stead. Our regular cloaks are also not able to make tonight, so instead we're running a mostly canon one-shot set in Minehelm with these wonderful players you see lined up above me. We'll meet their characters in just a moment, but first the announcements. I know you're all dying to hear. Penny Dragon's latest Kickstarter for Breath of the Feywild is still live and running. Volume 4 of the Mag of Holding has smashed its funding target in just 1 hour, and with 4 stretch goals now available for all backers, including a full digital token set for your VTTs, you still got time to stake your claim. The mag contains encounters, stat blocks, stories, world-building tips, interviews, and a whole heap more Fey-related goodness. A longer form event and the earlier volumes of the Mag of Holding are also available for the Kickstarter page. Worth checking out. With the festive season approaching, Penny Dragon Games will be taking a break from streaming after December 17th. Before then, there are a couple more streams to enjoy though. Fellowship of the Fallen will play our last session of the year on Tuesday, and we're hoping to avoid a White Dragon Christmas. Richard comes back again then on Friday in the DM chair for the next instalment of the Churn Gang's adventures through Humblewood on Friday. All the campaigns resume from the 7th of January, and check the schedule on the Twitch channel for details. And while Penny Dragon will not be streaming over the holidays, you can catch up on all the long-form campaigns at the Penny Dragon YouTube channel. All prior episodes should now be uploaded for your viewing pleasure. And if you behave, maybe the one-shots will go up too. Paddy also has his channel, Dragon Shorts, now up and running. Check out there for a myriad of fun asides and an interview with Jeannie D. Go subscribe, follow, you know the drill. And I think that covers the announcements, unless someone can think of something more.
No, not really.
Our players say no, so let's bring it in for tonight's game. The city of Minehelm is a blot on the coastal landscape, and within Minehelm, the worst part for sure is the area known as the Drains, where the sewers of the city all congregate and open out. And it's here we start our story today in the Old Barracks, the largest of the barracks assigned to the Brown Cloaks, those plucky individuals assigned to look after the undergrounds of the city of Minehelm and try to be the thin brown line of law and order. It is first light, and the morning gruel has been served in the mess hall. The 4 of you sit at one of the long tables, looking at what has been served for you. And let's go for Arcros. Would you introduce yourself, please?
So, Akros is a former soldier. He was court-martialed and sent down to be part of the Brown Cloaks for disobeying a direct order from his superior. He did it to save his friends, but it made the officer look bad.
What do you look like, Arcros? So we know.
He's a human. He's older in his years. He's kind of turning gray up the top, but he's well built still. Still plenty of action left in these old bones.
Marvelous. Thank you very much. Let's move to Quinton next.
So I'm playing Quinton. I'm a high elf, kind of trying to be dignified, even though it isn't possible with these cloaks. Kind of put himself in a position. He has a little bit of a disdain for other people, so it was more of a situation where he would just force himself into work, so he doesn't have to interact.
Marvelous. We move across the table, and Devon, let's have you next.
Elvin.
Elvin, sorry.
No worries. Elvin is a human male. Remarkably filthy. He doesn't look. He definitely looks like he deserves to be in a brown cloak. He's got like some of his hair is dreaded and weird. Dirty blonde hair. Generally just brown cloak. Nothing. Not really remarkable. He was also conscripted as a form of community service, almost. After a drunken tussle. Well, he wasn't drunk, but he beat up some drunk people. And now, well, here he is.
Yeah. Here he is indeed. And this bunch of nefarious ingrates. Vezan, you are our last.
Okay. Vazan is a dark elf. He was born in the city, but he was abandoned by his parents early. They were both adventurers. One was running from the law, and he never really knew him that well. The other is presumed dead, and ever since then he's been roving the streets, trying to get on his feet, and took every chance he got. Eventually joined the Brown Cloaks.
Lovely. So our foursome sit here, all have a little time served under the belts, long enough to have been able to put down the standard issue clubs and pick up their own choice of equipment, long enough to have experienced firsthand the joys of things like excrementals in the sewer systems, and of attempting to keep the peace for a populace that only tend to see the cloak and expect the smell. For now, you're eating your morning food, and you sit next to a couple of your colleagues, Harold and Jasper. The latter is speaking. It's a bad business. Old Bill's squad remains missing. No trace of what happened to them. And I happened to be speaking to one of the guards who'd been on the gate to the city. He mentioned something of ill maybe had come up from the south. Before he can elaborate, there is a clatter as Hodgkins arrives. A beanpole of a human with a messy mop of hair, one eye slightly askew, someone for whom the word gangly was a perfect fit. Did you all hear about Navarni?
No,
They've gone and thrown her into a private jail. Excommunicated her from law keep and all. Talk is, her and her squad were grave robbing. That's why Gordon's missing. Apparently you were possessed by a vengeful spirit. Jasper looks over. So if they were grave robbing, why are the others still here? He points over to the 3 remaining members of that squad, all sat near, but not next to each other, by themselves in a sort of like a silent gap at the other end of one of the long tables. Well, Dora and Andy are oath-bound, aren't they? Like you two. Serving our prison sentences. We're already shy of recruits, so Captain Galway had to hold them on. And that Pouches, now just between you and you, he's meant to have dark magic, see? Think he's probably bewitched the captain. There's a and you hear, as if summoned, Captain Galway himself appears in the doorway. The distinctive sound of his tread from that one peg leg echoing through the mess hall. All 5 of the brown-cloaked sergeants based in this barracks follow him in. He beelines for the few new recruits and begins haranguing them with the looming form of Sergeant Valen behind as his own personal shadow. The other 4 sergeants pass through the room, handing out assignments for the day. And the short, stout form of Sergeant Steingard approaches your table. You. Got a cushy assignment for you today. You get to remain out of the sewers, spend some time in the sun. Our glorious companions and the Coppercloaks have decided to allow us to aid us in a minor matter. I more likely think it's beneath them, knowing them. There's reports of pests around the ironmongery district, packs of stray rats and stray dogs, and some thefts of small bits of metal. Now, while I'd be thrilled to find out the city strays are looking to make their own food bowls, I imagine it's a much simpler answer. And I want you 4 to go out and find it. If it's just an increase in vermin, kill them. If it's some thief and they're trained pets stealing things, then I want an arrest. If there's someone behind it all, I want an arrest. Basically, don't come back without a positive result. Understand? Ideally, someone we can put on trial. Dead animals don't make for something I can use to get one over those stuck-up Coppercloaks. Right. Understand?
Sure.
suppose.
Get going then. She turns then to the ones that Hodgkins, go get your pitchfork. There's a ton I need you to clean. And we will move on to you'll have chance then to grab your equipment, wolfing down the meal should you wish to finish it off. You might not want to. And you'll head out
I mean,
in.
I've
Sorry?
seen better food just lying on the street, so
You've eaten better food lying on the streets. Let's be fair on this.
exactly. Yeah.
Cool. So you take your leave from the old barracks and you head out into the busy and bustling streets of Minehelm. The Ironmonger's district is actually just north of the wall that surrounds the drains, the wall that isolates your little corner of the city from everywhere else. And you're able to make your way out. Too many issues. And to begin your investigation, I should like for you all to do me a group skill check. So if you can all, I'm expecting you all to do an investigation, but you may make a point for coming up with some other skill check you think might be useful for an investigation.
So we're looking for vermin or something of that like, potentially.
We're also trying to find out what the true details are. So yes. Yeah, yes.
So assuming it is in relation to that or a potential training, I would like to effectively try an animal handling check, and I would effectively want to like coax some of the animals towards me so I can kind of investigate their fur if they've got like a collar or anything that they're hiding messages or anything like that.
I will allow it. Anyone else wanting to try to argue a case for a different one? I will expect all each of you to do at least one roll. If you don't suggest anything else, it will be just investigation.
I was thinking of asking around, seeing if someone maybe saw something, but I'm not going to, because my investigation ain't great. My persuasion isn't great either, but
You got to pick one of them.
Let's do persuasion. Can I ask people or something? See if they saw anything?
We'll let this dirty, scroungy-looking person wander up to their brown cloak. And anywhere you go in the city, the moment they see the brown cloaks, there's instinctive that you can see them almost holding their noses. They're just expecting to smell shit and piss from you before you ever get into.
I'm used to it. People have been doing that since before I've been wearing this cloak.
So. I mean, for you, it's just another day in the office. Yeah,
another day in the office. Yeah,
go for it.
Oh no, wait, that's performance, but it's the same thing. It's +1.
If we're investigating like kind of like along the lines of those animals and everything, like possible vermin,
okay,
would this be able to like for a survival? Like we're looking for tracks or something.
Well, no. It's also about checking in with the ironmongers themselves and seeing what they have reported. So I'm going to say no to survival in this instance, I'm afraid.
That's fine.
Considering no one wants to talk to me, I'm just going to take out my pet mouse and just pet it a little. And
fair enough.
We don't need them.
Muri Vezan.
I'm going to run with investigation. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. So you get through into Ironmonger's district and you start your inquiries, you start investigations for the animals. You don't, it's not as if you hit a brick wall, but you very certainly get the impression that a lot of people look at you going, "Ooh, what are these creatures? What are they doing in my nice, clean steel yards? Would they please depart and wander away?" Even for people in some places who actually look dirtier than some of you because of all the kind of like iron filings and soot marks across them. And it takes you a fair number of hours of being stuck out in the sun, largely waiting around the doors for people to finally get around to answering, shouting against steel mills, cutting through the bars, before a half-orc finally takes pity on you. And she points you down in the direction to go and find Alphonse, who runs one of the smaller ironmonger sheds in this district. Doesn't deal with the great big sheets. He tends to deal with the smaller single-person carryable things and things like fixings, like bolts and screws and nails and those kind of smaller items. So, I mean, this is past lunchtime now, so you're all a bit hot, a bit sweaty, a bit tired. You're making your way towards Alphonse's base, and Muriel Vazen, you think you've got the highest passive. You can hear through the door of this establishment as you approach someone going, "No, no, please, no, stop!"
I think someone's getting mugged or something like that. I'm just going to kick open the door.
You're going to kick open the door. Yep, that's absolutely fine.
I'm going to try anyway. I'm not very strong.
The door is unlocked at this point, and we will move you all over. Delvin, you will be leading us in, as you're the first to react. So we're going to put you there, and we shall put the rest of you in behind. As you come into this small little establishment, you see There's shells around the place. There's a ledger on the far wall. There seem to be sort of boxes of ironmongery fixings and smaller, few foot wide sheets of metalwork. You can see, at least I hope you can all see, through the doorway to your north, is the dying screams of a man as his throat is ripped out by one of the 5 hounds surrounding him. 4 straggy-haired mastiffs continue to chew into the body as the slightly sleeker fur of the one in the middle looks up, ears pointing straight as it stares towards you.
Does this dog look like it has rabies or something?
Make a perception check.
Okie dokie.
The blood on the
natural one.
The blood on the snout, you have no idea.
More of a cat person. Seems.
Is anyone else
Make
doing
a-
anything at this point?
Yeah. Can I make a check? Is this perception or is this?
I'd say perception at this point. You're still in
Okay.
this somewhat shaded. You get skylights with the sun coming through. 12. No, not. There's not rabies involved here. You see the dog seems to kind of twitch to look to its left a little, and Muraves, and you can just hear the sounds of a cackle, very definitely a cackle coming from outside. And then a get them. And if we can all roll initiative, please. You need to go into
Apparently, I'm feeling highly motivated today.
Remember to click your token before you roll.
That's very true. Yes. Sorry. Do remember to click your tokens before you roll. If you have forgotten, shout. I can add you in. But here we go. It's all the windows start to open up now. You got there. You are there, and then 1 second, and I will be with you, and we will start with. I think we're going to be starting with Fisk on that. Nice use of a natural 20. I like to see them burning out the way first before they can harm me later. That's good. Appreciate that. That one. Cool. So, Akros, you are first to react as you see these hounds all starting to turn their attention to you.
Is this just a 5-foot doorway?
So the door is 10 foot, but there's on this side, one of the doors is partially open.
Oh, okay. So, like, if I stand here, it's not like nobody else can get through.
Yeah, they'll still be able to that, or they can push the door aside as part of an action going for it. Yes, so that people can get past you should you stand there.
Okay. So I'll move up here.
Okay, so as you get to there, you notice there's a figure off to the side. You haven't got time to look at them properly, but you notice they're 3 foot, that's a 4 foot in height, wearing a shadowed cloak, hood up, hiding their face.
Okay. I'm going to swing at the dog that's right here.
Go for it.
But I'm going to booming blade it.
All right.
Everyone knows dogs are afraid of loud noises.
60. I think that might be overkill to put boom blade on these things, but sure. 16 will absolutely hit. Roll your damage.
I gotta make sure they don't run away on me.
Yeah, that one's not running anywhere. As your longsword, yes, as your longsword sweeps in, its chest cavity kind of explodes as your enemy just rips it apart as it collapses to the floor. If that's anything else for your turn?
Um,
You've got for now.
nope.
but-
Just put up my
All
shield
right.
and prepare for the bites.
Yep, that's fine. Our druid comes next.
Yeah. Considering the experience I have with strays and stuff like that, I don't want to get too close to them, so I'm just gonna try and thorn web them from a
Okay.
bit further away. I just want to check the range on this again. 30 feet. Okay. I'm
Which
just
one are
gonna
you?
the one directly across from
Okay,
this
the one that you would say to be the pack leader. Sure, go for it.
interesting point of order is thorn web seems to be more of like just a rope with some glass attached to it.
It's a street
So-
barb as opposed to a. Okay,
Yeah.
so
That
melee.
didn't cast it. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I
just
haven't
make
played
it.
spellcast in a while.
That's
Wrong
all right.
place. There we go. That should do it.
24 will hit for sure.
2 piece.
2 piercing. So the damage wise of your glass filled rope doesn't appear to be locked against the somewhat sleek cloak of this. However, it does pull it to here. And Akros suddenly finds. In fact, I'm just going to move that out of the way. I'm going to get rid of the door a second. I'm going to say it bangs the door shut as it comes by. Because that's just going to make it easier for me.
I don't want to bully close.
Oh, you're just going for the hit.
Yeah. I'm just going for the hit.
Fine.
I prefer
Alright,
just
I'll
to
leave that
stay
door
away
open.
from it.
Okay.
This is my only ranged thing I can do.
So it's more of this whip curls around Akros, skims down the neck side of it. Lovely. From outside, you hear more for the rapture, more. Get them, my precious people. Get them. And Murray Vezan, it's your turn. I am going to say, I'm afraid that is sunlight out there.
Oh, okay. So disadvantage.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm going to use my short bow.
Yep.
Shoot at this dog here.
Go for it. You can see it now. 6 on the other hand. Just that squint against it. And just pings out and hits the wall on the far side of the courtyard.
Yeah.
Okay. The Alpha Hound will just leap straight towards the first person it sees.
We knew this was coming.
And it leaps at you to make a bite for a mighty 8. Don't even have to get your shield up. It just kind of slips in the mess that used to be Alphonse and is unable to connect with you. And then we'll go to Quinton.
Well, okay. I want to see if I go here. Do I see the cloak from this angle?
I mean, if you can see any part of the token, then yeah.
I
you
can
do.
see what looks like an E, I'm assuming. Or an
In
F.
that case, he will have half cover from where you are.
If I'm here, I do see him directly from here, though.
You are somewhat behind taller shells there, so you're still in the half cover.
Very fair. Okay, so
Try and climb up them. Do me a
He's
quick
climbing up the
acrobatics
shelves.
check, just for fun.
I'll give you an acrobatics. Let's see if
Go
I can
for
do it. 17.
Yeah, easy. These are designed to hold in metal. You can climb up those, no worries. And it's a tall enough building.
Because that would be within 30 feet of movement. I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark then.
All right.
And then let's just shoot it with my longbow.
So you're aiming down to this slight figure. Yeah, I think a 22 might be enough.
Just a thought. So we've got that. And then let me just remind myself. I never remember what is Hunter's Mark.
Mark is
1d6. Yeah. So 10 damage altogether.
Ooh, nice. So yes, this figure over here lets out a cry of pain As they look up to you, you can see that they are wearing a metal mask that obscures most of their face. So there's eye slits. You can't see any of the details of the shades, and their mouths revealed. But beyond that, don't know who they are for now. But yes, that arrow goes home. This is ah. And then the Mastiffs will take the go. So, what have we got here? This one will charge through. And we'll start with our fighter blocking the doorway. Leaps at you for a 17 to hit.
It'll just miss.
As your shield.
Yeah, he cracks into the shield a little bit.
Yeah. I'm not sure that one will properly reach. I'm going to say you've got half cover from this one at the side as it tries to reach past its pack leader. So it's going to have to roll very well to do damage on this one. No. Bangs against the wall, and then this one will head around to here, and it will also try. Let's move you to the back so we can see the one who's live. $13. No, you're just in the doorway.
Don't worry, guys, I got it.
Fighting off all of them. Alrighty. Top of the round, back to you.
So we can kind of tell that this one's the pack leader then.
Yeah, that
because he looks a little different.
Yeah, all the other ones are quite mangy mongrels, and this one's very definitely of a higher pedigree.
All right, we try to become the new alpha.
That always seems like a good plan.
Just booming blade him again.
Go for it. 15 will hit. Just. For 13 points of damage. That's a fairly hefty blow. Nice. You do score a long, deep, slashing cut down the side. Still standing. Looks bloodied though.
He's tough.
That's why he's the alpha.
That's true. He's got good genes, I guess.
we can test the line back. It goes. There's many generations of good breeding stock in this one.
You say the dog's wearing pants?
Sorry?
Wrong
Someone
kind
said
of
the dog's
jeans.
wearing pants. Oh, wrong gene.
The denim gives him light armor. It's fine.
Oh, that's why he was so hard to hit.
Delvin, back to you. So all these dogs swarming around your fighter friend at this stage.
Noticing this, I'm going to get a little bit braver. I'm going to come right up to the dog.
Okay.
And smack him with my dirty stick. This is shillelagh, but it's a dirty stick. I'm going to take my belongings off the end of my stick and smack him with it.
You loop out the handkerchief for stuff, and there's.
The 10 to it?
The 10 does not do it, however. You take so long to take your belongings off that the dog has time to see the blow coming and dart out the way. It's experience on the streets. It knows what the wooden stick means. Cool. Shillelagh is your bonus action. So this person here, brown cloaks, you won't get me this time. And he starts to run and disappears off down the alleyway down to this side. As he goes, you hear, "Follow, my pets, follow." But he is headed off and out of the battlefield for now. Murivazin. Still lots of dogs. You're muted.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
I'm going to move over here. Can I shoot the Mastiff?
Sure.
The one right at the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one here. Yeah.
Shoot it again.
Go for it. 23 will do it. Thankfully, it is out of the sun there.
Okay. Okay, go for damage.
Still dodging from the stick. You can't quite get. I mean, it's a good deep hit, but it's still just holding in there. Raises one paw up. It can't seem to do a lot, but it's still squinting a bit in that sunlight. And nothing else? No other bits of movement?
Nope.
Not yet.
Figure.
Alrighty. We will move on then to so the hound before you will duck out the way across, and it will follow presumably its master. And yes,
what
it
is
just
it? D6, D8. Hold on. All right, he's gonna take a D8 of thunder damage.
Booming blade.
Booming blade. Roll me your D8. Yeah. It kind of shudders for a minute as this second little detonation comes from it. That's free. But it is still running away. Tough beastie. Quinton.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. So I see if I go here that I was going to try and shoot my longbow at that thing, but I see that wouldn't be potential. So instead, let's get rid of this one. And I'll just shoot a longbow normally.
That's fine. 11 will just miss.
Damn. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Yeah, your hesitation as to who you should be shooting, you don't quite get it lined up this time around. The dogs. So this one here, you tried to hit with your dirty stick, will attempt to bite back. Does a 13 hit you?
I just gotta make sure. Give me a sec. Sorry.
No worries.
New character and all. 13? No, it doesn't. I have a shield.
Yeah. You're just able to kind of backpedal enough to get it out the way. This one here will take.
My shield just seems to be a chair with its legs broken off.
He's got the seat of a chair.
Yeah. Yep. On brand. The other two will make attacks at you across as you block the doorway. For a 17.
Ooh. They're getting closer to that shield.
And 15. No, they're still not quite able to get there.
17 hits.
Not for no. That was not. That's not
Was
you.
that me?
Okay.
They're both at. I'm going to say this one has now moved to here to block the doorway bit. Yeah, and then they are all going to turn tail and run. So, Arcos, pick which one you're going to do your opportunity attack on.
Do the one right in front of me.
Okay. Do your attack as it attempts to then, as made the bite failed, it now tried to leap away. 9 will not hit.
That'll miss.
And that one gets to there. Wait, what's their movement speed? Oh no, it gets off the board. This one then. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that one gets off. And then you also get an opportunity attack on this one if you want it with your dirty stick.
I do want it, but I'm not going to use the dirty stick. I'm actually going to. I have the Warcaster feat, so I would like to cast Thorn Whip at it.
Okay, go for it. Let me move that one there. 11. No, again, just ducks out the way, or rather, your Thorn Whip's not quite there. I say Thorn Whip, your Glass Whip, and they are all now taken off down the corridor. Do you pursue them?
I'm gonna
Did
take
we
a
see
quick
if
look at the
there's-
party. Does anybody hurt?
No.
Then I'm gonna take off after him.
I mean,
Lovely.
before we do, should we investigate the body to see why this person was killed?
In my head, right, these guys are getting away. This body is not moving. We can come back for it.
That's true. I'll follow then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's go after the dogs.
Lovely
Also,
stuff.
I'm pretty sure we know the cause of death.
It was more if he
you did
had
see
something.
the throat being ripped out as you entered in. So yeah, that's fine. So you do not. We are going to move into then a chase sequence. For the purposes of this, because of the length of time it took you earlier to do your investigations, you will be able to essentially you will get an action and a movement coming up in the next bit. The map is 10 square. The map is 10 foot per square as opposed to 5 foot. There are no bonus actions in this bit. When you click on your token, you'll see a chase complications button go up. I will tell you when it is appropriate to press it. You are able to run for 5 plus your Constitution mod turns to select dash to take an action to dash, and then that will be taken from you. You all lose 1 for your roll and your skill check earlier because you spent just that bit too long searching. You weren't far off, but not quite enough. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I can
I'm
go
sure
through
it'll make
again as we
sense
need
once
to-
we get going.
Yeah.
I
It'll make
suppose
more sense as
my
we're going.
Yes. So I just need to put.
I suppose my city secrets background feature doesn't come into play at all, right?
I don't believe so for this. I think for the purpose of this, you're just trying to move fast.
'Cause I you know the city well.
Mhm.
Then
I will bear
Not
it in
usually in
mind
this
should you
part
need
of
to
the
do any
city.
kind of like perception rolls to see where they've gone, I think. But I
Okay.
will remind you, you're not in the drains. This is not your regular part of town.
Yeah.
So top of the round is that he would have got to. Sorry, this will take me a moment to put where they got to. He'd have got to there. Yes, you're headed down the passage, the sort of alleyway. It'll come out into a much larger, much busily bustling street. One of the main way throughs this area. The dogs are all following on the heels. And as the group in front of you steps out into the street, you can hear the sounds and cacophony of all things going through. So, Arcross, you are top of the turn. I presume you will be dashing to get onto the map? As this corridor is,
Yeah.
yeah, so this corridor is around 60 foot. It's around, sorry, things around 80 foot. You're able to make it 60, which will pull you on right at the top, right here. So you are closing up behind these dogs that have all kind of had to slow down as you can see wagons passing, people moving in the streets. At the end of your turn, could you roll me 1d4, please? Lovely. Thank you very much. Delvin, are you following?
Of course. Yeah.
Lovely. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to put you on. You are actually on top of boxes, but I'm just putting you here as a holding position so you can see what's going on. You're actually directly behind Arcross at the minute. Then we go on to.
Sorry, Tom.
Yeah. You
Okay.
You're all right.
Do I need to roll a d4?
Yes, please. Okay. So yes, the D4s mean you pass the chase complications onto the next person. So my man here needs to make a dex save. Which he fails miserably. So the Delvin Arcross, you can hear from ahead of you the sound of someone tripping up and over. So he loses a good chunk of his movement. Carries on trying to stagger through. And then will take his action to carry on down the street there. Muri Vazen, I presume you're following.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're only 30, aren't you, in your movements? So just to bring you onto the map, I'm going to put you ahead of Delvin, but you're actually behind them. And we'll just have to move you equivalently.
Okay.
So let's throw you in there. So you're inside the wall line. Yeah, so you're actually sort of 10 foot behind. Arcos is actually in place. You're 10 foot behind. And you're trying to row down this narrow corridor. So you can see the dogs ahead of you. It helps if I put them on the right layer, doesn't it? Oh, they're on the right layer. Good.
Can I dash?
You have already dashed to get to the place where you...
Okay.
Cool. And then... Oh, I didn't roll my d4. Sorry. So
Okay.
I roll. And then if you can roll for me as well.
D4?
Yeah, roll me a d4 for the end of your turn. 3. Marvellous. You hear this... Those of you who can see the Alpha Hound... Check he's on the right layer as well. Good. You see him darting this way. There's cries of panic in the street as these dogs are now getting in people's way. And he, as far as you can tell, is moving. Yeah, we'll say he stays to there. You rolled that. I rolled that. They roll. All right. Quinton, can you roll me? Can you see a chase complications button on your screen in a minute?
Yeah.
Can you hit that for me? Lovely. Somewhere from the boxes as you'll go running past, a beggar steps out. Arms for the poor, sir.
Not now, Charles.
Make your choice of which of those checks you wish to do, or if you wish to just relinquish a coin immediately to successfully get past them. In fact, you'd still be inside the ironmonger's yard at this point.
I'm going to try for an acrobatics check to pass this.
Go for it.
That's funny.
He just flips over the guy.
It is the most exciting and wonderful. You just lean, push over them, full pike jump over, land down. Ha ha! Wasn't I great? No one's looking. They've all run away. No one saw it. But the beggars, they're going, oh!
This is where you ask them for coin. He said, I gave you a show.
I've stopped the chase. I'm being an acrobat now.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I'm actually, for that, I'm going to bring you on. I'm going to put you actually slightly ahead for that one. Because why not? So you are there. You've just managed to kind of dive deftly past everyone. And
May I also ask a cheeky question?
You may ask.
Because I've got Hunter's Mark on, could I make a survival check to see if there's a way to cut this person off?
You can make it a disadvantage.
14.
As far as you can tell, the best thing you've got at the minute is you're going to have to carry on following them. You don't know this area well, and you know where you have an idea where they're going. They are still within your range. You don't quite know this well enough in order to go, aha, I can. Cool. And then if you can finish off with a D4 for me, please.
4.
Marvelous. Thank you. So I'm just checking something quickly. That one. Grand. So the dogs in front of you are all now. Actually, so 2 of the dogs carry on running. The one nearest to you will turn round. Obviously, here to hold its position for its thing. So rather than it will take an attack at Quinton is your nearest. is going to go down fighting. So it's more of a snap. So yeah, it's just now this dog is blocking a route as the rest continue to run. It makes its roll at the end of Mastiff's turn for 3. Okay, and top of the round. You have, remember that all the squares on this are 10 foot rather than 5 foot. You have an action and movement. And Arcross, what you'd like to do? Arcross, sorry.
So
Get this right before the end of the night.
So they're yeah, it's fine. So they're 10 foot, you said? Can I run past this dog?
Yes.
Okay.
You can certainly try.
I'm going to try running past this dog.
Yeah, that's fine. So that'll get you to this square. Are you able to move your token? Or yeah, cool. And then you have an action if you want to do anything. You do have this wagon horse bearing down on you, but
can I dash past it?
Yeah, you can do 3 more. The people on the street, I'm going to say you can pretty much go into their squares. Horse and carts will block. But yeah, you can go 3 more squares forward.
So,
oh, music's not playing. I've just realised. Let me try that. Let me work out why that's not playing.
I was only hearing.
Can you move that diagonally or not?
10. Yes, you can move diagonally.
Okay, I'm going to go to this one.
Cool. Yeah, so you can see this small, skinny, almost certainly a halfling now, scampering down the road, and the dog's following in their path. Grand. Roll me your d4 at the end of your turn, please. Lovely. Delvin,
No, if that's good or bad.
roll me a chase complication, please.
Right.
Cool. So as you are, I'll say as you're moving out into the street, you suddenly find there's a crowd of people there. So if you can make me a strength, an athletics, or an acrobatics check, please.
Going acrobatics. So I have a
Nice. Yeah, you see the people coming. So you
Noodling
start. So it costs you 10 foot to get to where you are, get you onto the correct place, and then it's up to you what you would like to do. You are, there was no impediment on this turn.
I would like to keep giving chase if I can try and get past this doggo.
Okay.
I don't want to.
You're wanting to attack it, right? As you get past it, it does take it'll take a bite at you now.
That's fair.
I don't think it took a bite at Outcross. I think it just went nope.
It probably
you got all the metal on you.
That it was hard.
Yeah, there's all the metal on that one. Don't like that. 15 to hit you.
That is my armor class. It will hit.
Ooh. So it does 6 points of piercing damage, and I need a strength saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. As you try and climb up on the crates to duck past it, it's able to grab your ankle and just wrench as you collapse down on prone, and it is able to stop you going, well, yeah, that would have been your movement. You could take the dash action to stand up and, as you'd be there, you just start your dash, wouldn't you? Sorry. 20. Yeah, that's as far as you'll be able to get then this turn. You can stand up again, so you're not left prone on the floor.
Okay, well, I was just going to leave you be, but at this point, it's pissed me off.
That's fair enough. This is one of the wounded ones. It's obviously just like.
Can I pull out my dirty stick and give it a whack again?
You will have used your action. You'd have used your action to dash there. Shillelagh would still be up for your next round if you do want to smack it one. But
do I have an action to attack or?
No, you'd use your action to start the dash.
Okay. Okay, then that's my.
And then roll me a d4, please.
Okay. 1.
God damn it. Why do you keep throwing chase complications? It's very unfair of you all. Oh dear. So, Arcross, you're probably the best to see this. Someone in the first floor window above just throwing out a chamber pot. Just as our shadowy figure here is running below and underneath.
Oh, no.
That is a dexterity saving throw. For which he gets an 18. So he dodges out the way with a thing. As he goes onto the floor, and there is now a pile of
It happened.
You're used to exactly what this stuff is. You step in this every day. He
It
now is
happened.
able
I have expertise with it. It's fine.
so he goes to there, 10, and he disappears into that corridor, well, that alleyway down that side. Gets to there. Cool.
Be back in a second.
Yep, no worries. End of his turn, he makes his roll. Grand. Murivazen, you are. It's going to take you your movement to get to here because you were 2 back, weren't you? Yes.
My full movement to get here.
Yep. And you are coming into a brightly lit street, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Yeah. No.
You have your action, so you can either move or you can attempt to do something with your action.
Okay, I'm going to run up here, and can I shoot the dog?
I'll say you can get to. You can say you could be up here, and then take the shot from there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try to shoot the dog.
Go for it.
With disadvantage because it's bright lights.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I just missed again.
Well, yeah. You think
gotta
you've
get
got
you
it,
some
but it's just
sunglasses.
the glint of a passing horse
Yeah,
harness
it's
just
really
catches you at the wrong time. Okay. Nothing else for your turn, so roll a d4, please.
Okay.
Cool. You see. Yeah, you see the dog disappear around the corner, and then there is the sound of loud barking. Hey, get from it! From whatever's happening beyond in there. It makes its roll. Oof. And Quinton, gonna need another roll on the chase complications, please. You're getting the rough end of this.
I'll make another acrobatics. Yeah, acrobatics.
Yeah, you're still down to struggling to get around everyone.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, you will not be. So you have movement, and action, and you have a dog in front of you. You just pulled down your one of your colleagues.
He's on top of your
Cool.
friend.
He's already taken his reaction though, so I wouldn't get an attack of opportunity if I can order it right.
As far as you're aware.
So far this is 30. Do I have a clear vision if I shoot this dog?
I'm going to say just because the people around it's going to be a half cover. Just because I haven't put it on this map, but there's a lot of people in the street.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna risk that then. I'm just gonna take my dash to get here.
Right up to it if you want, or you give it some space.
I'll give it some space.
All right. So you'll come within 10 foot of it, but not quite closing the distance yet. And roll your d4.
Oh yeah.
See if you can pass it on to someone else. This time. Okay, so the dogs move. So start with the one in the alleyway. It'll just make a bite towards you, Devin, because you're there. Come on, roll 20. There we go.
Stop biting me. I don't taste good.
22. Obviously, something it is. I mean, it's like pocket bacon or something you've got in there. It's just going. So that's 4 points of piercing. And another strength saving throw, please.
Wonderful. 1 second.
No worries. The other
Strength
two
save.
Just as you got yourself
Ah.
back up, it jumps at you again and knocks you back down, and you are now prone on the floor. The other two continue to run.
It's 4 points of damage, right?
Yes. I'm going to get to there. Yeah, see both dogs kind of disappear into the alleyway where the others have gone off to as well. End of their turn, they make their roll. 4 and top of the round. So, my silverhead fox, what are we doing?
We're still giving chase.
Go for it.
Except this time the fox is chasing the hound.
Ooh. Go for it.
So
You're able to dodge
how
past
much
the people in the street. So that's 10 to there, 20,
and 30?
30. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna, I guess, dash to.
Yep. So
Well,
20 foot will get you to the mouth of the alleyway. And yeah, you can. It looks
So
like
that was-
you can hear the cries of people there's a few people in this kind of little courtyard space you can just about see who seem to be recoiling from, you presume, the alpha dog because you can't see it, and you can see what you can see. So you can do one more square if you want. Alrighty. And you close up behind. This is the bigger of the two dogs, the one that was proving so hard to get a handle on. And then roll your d4 at the end of your turn. Alrighty. What was that roll? That was that roll. That was okay. Delvin, could you start with a chase complication roll, please?
Right away. 1 sec. Just my sheet.
No worries. I said, yeah, and as you got pulled down the second time, some of the crates have got knocked towards you. So if you can do me either an acrobatics check or do an intelligence check to work out a safe way to not let these things get in the way. Maybe it was the wagon's reared slightly as you've fallen down again, and a couple of things have fallen off.
I'll make a
Make
acrobatics.
acrobatics or an intelligence or just intelligence check.
I just
please.
want to check something just for a second.
Sure.
There's just like barrels and stuff in front of me.
Yeah, I was talking about, let's say a horse reared up as you landed in the road the second time, and some of the
Okay.
loads.
If it was just
Yes.
barrels, I would have maybe done a thunder wave, but I don't want to thunder wave a random horse. So, okay.
I mean, I'm not sure you might be.
I don't want to
Thunder
thunder
Wave
wave a random horse.
Horses
Uh,
are expensive.
Can I do
Oh, I mean,
acrobatics?
it will do
I can
wonders for the,
acrobatics, right?
how the brown cloaks seem to be in the city if they see them attacking. No,
Hey.
you will be slowed down, so it'll take your full movement just to stand up at this point. You're kind of having to. It takes you a bit longer just to avoid
Oh.
stuff.
I don't.
You're
I don't
still-
even want to give chase anymore. I just want to get rid of this dog.
You just.
This dog is my
That's
new
fine.
life's purpose.
You can use your rest of so you lose the last bit of your movements to stand up, and then the mastiff is in front of you, growling. at you.
Do I still have my action? Can I still attack?
You do still have your action, yes.
Awesome. Well, then I'm going to do the dirty stick attack and hope for the best. 17 to hit.
Roll your attack. 17
7
will
bludgeoning.
hit. You do not need to roll for damage. That was already an injured and wounded dog, and it's just
So the passerbys just see some random homeless guy beat the crap out of a dog with a stick. Wonderful.
pretty much. I mean, what they say is a brown cloak attacking what they think is probably going to be its dinner later. It's going to be. Brown cloaks are not held in high esteem in this part. Cool. If you can roll me your d4 at the end of your turn, please.
Okie dokie. 1.
God damn it! All right, that's fine. All fine. I hate you all.
Joke's on you. I roll bad.
This time it works well. Okay. So yes. So Arcross, you see that one of the people who disturbed in this crowd up ahead of you seems to make a pass towards this halfling in front of you, and he will. What's he going to do? He's just going to try and duck out the way. And he does not. So he's slightly hampered trying to get past this person who's obviously trying to get away from whatever in ahead. So he cannot move. He only gets to there. You see him headed off towards the left. Cool. That's that. And then he makes his roll. So we'll slow down slightly. He then rolls a... Okay. Murivazen. It's over to you.
This time I'm gonna dash.
Go for it. You have 6 squares of movement. So you...
Okay. I'm going up to here.
I'd say you can get to here in terms of your movement.
Yeah. Okay. So again.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah. So you can see. You might. I don't know if you might. You'd probably just see Narcos just as the back of him as he's headed into that alleyway, up and on your left as you head down that street. The right as we look at it. Cool. And then a D4 to finish. Alrighty. And Arcos, you will see that Alpha Hound now dart up through this way.
Up towards the same way the halfling
Yes. Yeah. So you can see basically looks like it was scaring off a crowd of people to head out the way of it, and then it's now following its master, its alpha, its leader, the person who fed it last. I mean, who knows? And then I roll.
It's precious.
My precious. Alrighty. Quinton, can you start me with a chase complication roll, please? Someone running away suddenly gets to you. Pick your athletics, acrobatics, or intimidation check, please.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be acrobatics again. Damn.
No, they do. That kind of sidestep. You're too busy thinking it's a dog. You can do that wonderful leap over from earlier, and you don't quite manage it. So yes, you lose a square of movement.
No trouble. So that'll give me
Otherwise,
5
are able to
squares
take your turn. Yes.
with a dash. Cool. Wait, 1, 2, 4. This is 5. Or this is 5.
Yeah. So you got to the head of the alley now.
Yeah.
So you can see the 2 dogs making their way down. You can't see your other 2 targets, but you can see the 2 mastiffs were running away and down. Thank you very much. And you see whatever complications about to affect them. That same person who accosted the halfling earlier now tries to accost the dogs. Because sure, they don't have the option to toss any coins, so they are just going to try and probably brute force. So the
I
front
think instead of asking the dogs for coins, he tries to maybe grab one of them for dinner.
Maybe that's what he's doing. So it will try to wiggle away from that attempt to become dinner. Come on. No. So it has to kind of. I'm going to say it then uses its action to attack that person.
Oh god.
It's a commoner.
Ooh, let me just roll this. doesn't manage to pull the person down, but does manage to sort of rip and tear them somewhat, and they lean against the wall, fairly badly hurt, and it only just gets to the head of that bit. This one here will step away from you, Arcross. You are. Do you want the opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh, Charles.
7 will not manage it, however.
Oh, darn. I was hoping that 19 was the first roll.
Sadly, not at this point. She's attacked. So that one can get to there. Yeah. So the other dog's kind of that one that just kind of made it out. The other one just pushes past it. It's kind of like the number 2 of this pack, and moves out the way. Roll me. So that's the mastiffs. So they got to roll their turn. That's under my dice roll. I don't know what it was. 3. Right. That's fine. And Arcross, it is your turn.
Okay. Let's see. What?
Yeah, you can catch up to this.
Okay. And then is this still 10 foot wide or?
It's just still 10 foot squares, yeah. But you are next to this dog now.
He's kind of focused on the halfling. Can he walk past the dog or? That'll provoke.
Make me either an athletics or acrobatics. You're trying to push past against walls. No, I'm going to say it's blocking you too much at this point.
Okay.
You still have your action, though. Yeah, you can swing at it. That's fine. You try to dart past, can't manage it, instead just frustration. It dodges back out the way, and you're not able to connect. Okay, roll me your d4. Delvin, that chase complication button's calling to you again.
1 second.
Actually,
that
can I
works
do-
perfectly. Because
Can
I
I,
was
can I have
thinking-
done one other thing real quick though?
What did you want to do? Emma, you don't have bonus actions at the minute.
No, but
Okay.
I do have an action. I have an action surge though.
Okay, yep, you can action surge.
Can I create a bonfire underneath the halfling?
Can you see them?
I can see him.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you do that as your action. You haven't done any of the spells. Dex save of 11. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. He rolls a natural 1. Oof. So that is 5 more points of damage. Yeah, you hear the screams as a flames licking up on that bit. Okay, cool.
All right, and then that's all. Yeah.
Sorry, Devin. Back to you.
I did the acrobatics check at 19. Pretty sure.
Oh yes, yep, that's enough. So yeah, you can take your movement to
Okay.
direction as you would.
That works out perfectly. I'm going to take my action to turn into one of my preferred forms for navigating busy streets. I'm going to turn into a cat.
Marvelous. If you can click on your token, and then
Yeah.
into chat write exclamation mark WS.
Exclamation mark.
Exclamation
WS.
mark WS.
Yeah.
And hit enter when you've done that. And you should
Yeah.
have an option of a menu should have come up that gives you the option of cat. No, let me try it then. Oh, that's disappointing. Okay, version 2.
Just drag the token on, right?
Predict. Yes, that's on. There you go.
Oh, you
You
already
are-
did it. Okay. I bet.
You are a. Just going to throw you
I'd-
onto there.
I don't think I have control of that cat.
Okay. In that case, I will delete that one and you drag your cat on. I wonder why
Okie
that
dokie.
API didn't work today. Oh well, fine. Yeah, just drag your cat token on then.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay, and it has a speed of 40 feet. It's a bit faster.
It does. So you can go 4 squares now.
It's going to stick close to this wall.
For those looking, this is what this little slightly moth-eared cat looks like.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you can do your 4 squares on that, and then roll me the D4 at the end
D4.
of your turn.
Aim for another 1. 3.
Please don't. Cool. He gets away with it for once. Nice. So
I just want to add that I am completely blind with the cat. Like,
you got no vision.
none at all.
Okay. 2 seconds then. So, interesting. You should have vision.
It's whatever. I kind of know where I'm going.
Let's see. Settings. I don't mind if you want to
there we
bring
go.
your.
There we go.
I've just chucked night vision on you for now, just so you can see at least the immediate area.
Okay.
I don't
Weird that the,
know
it's weird
what-
that the cat doesn't have night vision
why
already.
it's not
but-
picked up the vision normal because there is light. Cool. So
I also
across what you see just whips of silvery light. Sorry, my internet connection was bad. Then what did you do? Oh, he's off. Yes, across what you see, there's wisps of silvery light, and the bonfire is still blazing though. Let's draw that in. So there is now a bonfire in that square. Cool. Murivason. Oh no, my D4.
I'm gonna dash again. So 12.
Yep, go for it.
Maybe I
You're
can.
going to get stuck behind Quinton, I think.
Yes.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
Can I cross this corner?
Yeah, if Quinton's happy for you to lead, I will let that happen.
Yeah, sure.
He's a friendly person. I'll say you're able to work it out. Cool.
Okay.
So you can see Arcross ahead of you with a dog facing off against him and not a lot else right now. Roll me your D4, please.
E4.
Cool.
What's this? I'm missing all my shots.
I just want to, in retrospect, add I forgot to say that when I turned into a cat, my pet mouse is riding on my back.
That's amazing, yes. Yeah, well, this wagoneer who's loading in front of you is just there going, what? Seen everything at that point. Alpha Hound has flames in front of it.
It'd be really backwards because you got the mouse riding the cat, and the cat's chasing dogs. He's going, "What's going on today?"
Yeah,
think he-
doesn't know what to do.
I think he drank some bad
the
water
dogs-
that morning.
He's there checking his flask, going, "This is just whiskey. Did I put something else in?" Yeah, I'm going to say with the flame there, actually, the dogs aren't liking that, so the hound's just going to turn around and will be looking towards you, growling. Okay. Quinton, I need you to roll on chase complications, please. As it says, stray dog has joined in the chase thinking this is a game. You may persuade or intimidate it to convince it to leave, or just sacrifice a ration to auto-succeed. There's this wonderful little basset hound suddenly is there between your legs.
Like, I want to play two guys.
Oh, come on, me as well.
Oh no, it's another one. Kill it quick.
My fingers are so bad, but I just can't sacrifice a ration, so. Oh, we get it.
They're just. You hear it yapping off into the distance, clearly terrified. There's a tutting noise from that lady in the window who's now watching, resting on a chamber pot.
She's just throwing like a chamber pot outside. She's got no reason to judge. Yeah, what I'll do then is I'll take my movement to here, but I won't dash, so that should be in turn. So yeah. I'll shoot this dog.
Go for it. 24, I think, is just enough to hit. Close thing. Oh, that was me. Good boy. Oh, no, it wasn't. That was my no boy. Yeah, no, that's just as it just slumps down.
just hating
Another
dogs
animal
today.
cruelly killed by the brown cloaks. Not getting a good reputation for this. Thank you for the roll.
Didn't look bad.
I mean, it's not really like a reputation can get anything. So
So the other larger dog.
it's only up from here, right?
You could say. Yeah, so it's still seeing that fire there, so it's not headed that way. And it's just going to stay next to its pack leader. And they do their roll. Oh, Cross, you get to do a chase complication now.
Yeah.
We had everything this time, don't we? It rolls. Do you have the chase complications button?
No, I don't see a. Oh, there.
Yeah.
Disappeared
Oh,
on my
token
screen
first.
too.
Okay. It should come back if you click on your tokens. Yeah, maybe athletics or acrobatics. There's a couple of people now kind of coming over, look at the dog going, "What you doing? What you doing, man?" But it's fine, beast. Feed a family for 2 days. What are you up to? Easily push past them. So your movement is unimpeded this time round. Who has a constitution mod of only 1, by the way? Or less?
Less than one.
You will now be unable to dash going forward in this just the chase sequence. Because you reach the point where you're like, cool. So yeah, you've got these 2 dogs in front of you. The leader is definitely looking wounded. The other one is untouched.
Question is, do we want to try to like capture the leader dog?
Interrogate him. Right now, where's Buzz?
Speak with animals or something. I don't know. Help us chase it down. Can I swing at him non-lethally?
The alpha dog, yes, you can. As long as you're not going to try a booming blade, you should be all right.
No.
24 will hit. Roll the damage. 6 points. You get a resounding whack on the side of the head, and it's staggered for a moment, but just manages to keep itself. Oops. Still just in the fight. I think another one of those would probably be enough to finish it off.
I'm gonna shout out to my companions to try and capture this dog.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Alrighty. Roll me your d4, and that'll be your turn. Cool. Right, Mr. Cat, what are we doing?
I'm giving chase. Trying to find a path that isn't as obstructed with my small size if I can.
Okay.
How much is it? One of these squares?
Each of these squares
10
is 10
feet?
foot.
Okay. So I'll be moving up to there then.
Yep.
If I'm not tripping over barrels or something.
That's fine. And then for your action,
Oh, that would be. Oh yeah, of course. 40 feet. Then action, I'm going to dash.
Okay.
Oh, not that. I can make it up. Okay.
Okay. As you get to that point, you realize you can just see one of your colleagues disappearing down the alleyway here.
Wrong turn. Okay.
It's a chase. This is what happens. Sometimes people get mislaid. That's absolutely fine. Roll me your D4 at the end of your turn, please.
Oh, sorry. Wrong. Okay. Just clicked it off.
No, you can't give a complication. You have to see if you get there first. We're not going to. To be fair, you generally do give the complications, but
Turns out not this time.
this time. Cool.
I should have stayed a human. As soon as I turned into a cat, it would be horrible.
Okay. Things happen. Good. What's that? Wow. Okie dokie. And yes, Mirror of Azen, you are currently unable to dash.
Yeah, I'm gonna move as far as I can.
Yep, I'm going
Well,
to the
moving
end of
to
the
the wall.
alleyway. Yep.
Like trying to catch my breath, holding up to the wall as I try to keep the chase.
Yeah, and this has been a long day already, going around, seeing all those ironmongers, talking to them, being out in the sun all day, particularly for you, and it's just like, okay.
So, it's like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, you get to the end of that alleyway, you can just see the dogs there, back silhouetted against this. There's a bonfire for some reason. Who knew why there's a bonfire in here? Must have been the guy who ran away, must have done it.
When he runs up, I'm gonna tell him that thing about capturing the alpha dog.
I'll say he was near enough to hear that. That's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
We still have some in the chase, so we'll still roll a complication. Oh, thank you. So, yes, the Alpha Hound will apparently penned in will now just make an attack at you, Arcross. For 19 to hit.
That one will hit.
All
That
right.
dog will hunt.
8 piercing, and to make me a strength saving throw, please. Yeah, it sinks in, does a fairly decent wound to you, but you're able just to throw it back down without it sending you to the floor. That's all it can do because there's a fire behind it. And Quinton.
No chase complications. Thank God, it's my first time.
I mean, I can give you one for fun if you want, just to...
just to be consistent, right?
This is
No,
as
no
far
too-
as I can get without dashing. This is the one that you were trying to get. I'm gonna shoot this one then. Get
Okay.
it out of the way.
Yeah.
12.
12 will just hit.
Oh, thank God. 9 again.
My best boy. That's just what you needed.
Vincent just hates animals.
Look what you did to my boy.
There's a trail of dogs with arrows sticking out of them everywhere we go now. Yeah, so that one, you're able to get the arrow in. Okay. There are no mastiffs remaining alive.
I didn't know when we started this stream it was going to be like Marley and me.
Pretty sure that's not the plot, but you know.
On it. How did you work it out? So mastiffs are gone. So we can skip past them. Top of the round. Anyone whose constitution is a +2 or lower can now longer dash for their action. And what do you like
Plus
to do?
2
Mike?
or lower.
Yes.
Even if we haven't been dashing. That's fine.
I mean, you can still take other actions. It's just the dashing now at this point.
Gotcha.
Wait,
See that
wait,
short
wait.
burst of speed, you're not going.
Yeah, cat's gone to it. Stupid cat.
Are we at the top of the round?
Here we are. It is your turn.
All right. Swing again at this thing.
Go for it. 22 is going to hit. Is this a non-lethal hit or a?
Yeah, we're still trying to capture it.
Okay. Yes, that knocks it out.
And at this point, I'm gonna turn off the bonfire.
Okie dokie. So that disappears in that muddy trail headed up before you. So is anyone going to carry on chasing to see if they can find the other one? The halfling? Or are
If
you
I
all
step
stopping
up
with
here,
the dog and
like
taking
this
the
is my
rest of
movement
them?
action, we have no eyes on him, right?
No, not currently.
Okay, then I'm gonna not give further chase. I'm gonna have to tie this guy up.
Okay. So-
I might actually try and give further chase, just considering I still have a hunter's mark on him. I might be able to try and figure something out, but I
Yeah.
just need to get a better area.
That's fine. We will stay internal then, but anyone who's not paying I'm not going to put any more chase complications in at this point. We're into back streets and most of it's all fine. So, Delvin.
I have a group. I figured out a group name for us. We could be the
Backstreet
Backstreet
Boys?
Boys. Mm. But no, I'll just keep getting lost. You say no longer doing dashes. I just get to there. Right. Here we
Yeah,
are.
you need at least a few minutes just to try and catch your breath. Now, cool. Yep. So you can see your group there.
I wonder if any of them saw me turn into a cat.
Nora Vazen, make me a perception check. I think you're the only one who had line of sight at that point.
Okay. Perception.
A disadvantage because he's
Even
Hey.
with a 17, yes, he saw the turn.
Wait,
Also, the cries of
can
"There's a rat! Riding a cat!" or something of a clue. Grand. So, Muravezan, it's actually your turn.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna give chase. I'm too tired. But can I send my pet rat after?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move up here, and I'm gonna send my pet rat just forward.
Okay.
Let's
What's
go.
the movement on a rat? Good.
it's at 20 feet around.
Okay, I'm going to hit just ahead of Arcros, but it's as it goes into this muddy track. It's kind of, but there is this rat now valiantly trying to push its way along through.
Is your rat's name Pikachu?
No, it's Whiskers.
He didn't yell,
No.
I choose you as you throw him out.
Whiskers. Alpha Hound.
No, no.
Unconscious. Quinton, you said you're still giving chase as well, didn't you?
Yeah, but there's no way to get through here, is there? It's kind of blocked, so I'll have to give up on that. Yeah, it's probably best if we use the dog then to try and give chase.
I will say, what's the range in your hunter's mark? Actually, pump at hunter's mark just so I can see what the
Yeah, of
thing is.
course.
Remind myself what
Can you see the spell description?
I can now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. Your hunter's mark is actually only 1 minute as well. Oh, it's 1 hour. Okay, fine.
It's now, yeah.
Yep, that's fine. So it's wherever this creature is, they're still alive. Are you all pausing here then for a minute around this dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're capturing the dog.
All right. In which case, let's switch off the chase music for a minute. You're all able to take a bit of a break.
I catch
As
up
your
with
kind
the
of
rest
the
of
adrenaline
my-
starts to fade away, you're left with just this dog here, unconscious in the dirt for a number of hours. Some between 1 and 4, perhaps. You don't know. What are we all doing? I'll say this rat's very slowly making its way along the corridor. Looks back with a really.
I guess we want to like tie the dog up like a little bit, at least like get a rope around the muzzle.
I mean,
I mean,
rats are pretty fast. Imagine if they were like human size.
Yeah.
They'd be.
yeah, no, it's
You could say that about a lot of things if things were bigger than they are now.
Exactly.
Like spiders human sized, terrifying.
I mean, spiders are terrifying.
Exactly, but imagine if they're human sized.
They've probably got them in Australia somewhere. They're bound to be there. It's gonna
Absolutely.
cool. Yes, I'll say you're able to lash up a dog enough that you think it won't go anywhere.
Can I try an animal handling it to try and tame it so we can use it to track the halfling?
You would need to wake it up first, but yes, I shall let you attempt that.
Cool.
So you take a
You
few
need
minutes.
some treats, and some positive reinforcement.
The threatening of it will follow
Maybe-
every other one of its members have already been shot if it doesn't. Is that
I mean, he's seen what's happened.
We should
23.
probably go back and collect the body that they tore apart too.
Well, I mean, you know that the Red Cloaks are the ones who deal with violent crime, so that might be their jurisdiction.
Okay. What about? Should we try to patch up the one beggar that they tore into?
I'm
he
thinking
has
the
already
beggar already dragged
he's
those
already moved
bodies
away.
away for dinner.
Okay.
Yeah. He wasn't killed, he was just hurt.
You learned a valuable lesson.
Delvin, are you staying as a cat, or have you turned back into
It depends on how long we're going to stay here. I might stay as a cat, have a look.
you can stay as a
or-
cat and have a.
But if we're taking a rest, I'll turn back into a human because I need
That's it. You,
bleeding.
you can take a short rest if you want.
Okay.
I'll say you can all hunker down in this dimly lit part of the streets. Should you wish to take a short rest, you may roll hit dice. While you're doing this short rest, can Quinton and Delvin make me? Do either of you have proficiency in Arcana checks?
Nah, not
Nope.
at all.
I don't
make
know
me-
anything about
Just
magic.
make me a straight wisdom check, then, please.
Wisdom.
Nice. Aptly from Quinton. So, what do you notice with this? So, as you have this dog tied up and it's lashed against the ring on the wall, so it's not getting at you. As it wakes up, and you are attempting to communicate with it, you notice there is some sort of arcane trail from it, as if someone was already partly bonded with it in some measure.
Oh, so it's as if it's been charmed in some way.
Or is
That'd be
it a
embarrassing.
familiar?
Not a familiar,
Okay.
but definitely there is some sort of magical link.
Max healing on my hit die. Perfect.
That's a good roll. Nice.
Back to full. Yeah.
Okay, so the hour passes. The dog is suspicious of you all, but is not actively attacking. Seems to have accepted the fact that whatever's happening is not going to get out of this one. And let's drop the turn order because that's all. Go on. So you get to the end of this hour. You become aware of this sort of arcane trace, such as it were. You will feel your hunter's mark fade towards the end of that short rest. And what are you doing?
So with you describing this trail, is it like, how am I sensing it?
You sense it as what would be the thing? So actually, what magic do you have? Let's have a look at that. Book and character sheet. You have you'll gain whiffs of it's some sort of actually just see if this is a range spell generally, and then I can lie and say it's something you would have considered. Or we can say it's something you came across and chose not to pick in the end. Talk amongst yourselves for 1 moment while I do a quick check.
If it's like Beast Bond, that is a ranger spell. I just never picked it.
Yeah. You think actually similar to Beast Bond, you think might do it. You don't know Beast Bond, but you think that might have this sort of effect. As you're thinking that, it kind of as you've noticed that it wavers and goes. So you haven't got time to properly look at it, but you think it was something along those lines.
Yeah.
Was active at the time and now no longer is. Cool.
Is there anything like about this dog? Because it seemed a lot like more well groomed, well kept over the other hounds. Does it have any?
There's no identifying marks.
Doesn't have like a collar or
there's
anything.
no collar. I mean, this it's kind of sleek on top. The fur is matted. You can do me a survival or a perception check or investigation check if you want to have a more of a look at it.
Can I join in? Maybe see what this fur is matted with.
Sure. That's absolutely. You actually all recognize this pretty easily. This is sewer debris.
Of course.
Yeah. So honestly, the 6 possibly would have been enough, to be fair. Yeah, the top half is it obviously is this. It should be a really nice sleek coat. It's obviously been in the sewers for a bit.
I get this stuff on me all the time. I know exactly what this is.
Yeah, I mean, you probably still got the stuff on you now from the way you say stuff. But yeah, this is the reason why people avoid the brown cloaks, and why you have brown cloaks.
So the dog's no longer bonded now. So we got a new friend. Mascot.
I mean, we've been injuring it a lot.
Yeah, I think mascot might be a bit thing. I think not actively trying to rip your throat out might be as far as you've got.
While we're busy taking a
progress.
short rest, I'll probably look for a dustbin and ask you, anybody want a snack or start digging around it.
Sure.
You want
Maybe
to
investigation
keep the dog?
check. I mean, you looked. I don't know how far your rat will go.
15.
You find some not too rotted jerky if you wanted to keep it.
Hey, let's put it in my pocket.
Cool. Yeah.
No, you can learn a lot about someone based on what you find in their trash.
You know, it's the
You'd
sort
be
of lady
surprised.
who would empty out a chamber pot into the streets. It's that kind of.
Yeah. like the one time I found a baby, like an actual baby, in the trash. I didn't eat it though. I confronted the mother. Turns out it wasn't her husband's baby, so she threw it away. Like she had him in secret, and then she threw him away. I told her to take him to the orphanage, and if she didn't, I told her if I found that baby in the trash again, I'll eat it in front of her and her husband.
As we said, the morals in this place are not necessarily black and white.
I'm starting to realize why the halfling actually prefers hanging around with dogs.
So I mean, in this muddy track, you can still see. You'd notice that there's a gap of the footprints, but then they resumed here and carried on northwards. in that hour where you've had a chance to just basically be present in the area.
Is it getting dark?
No, it's still mid-after. It's still later in the afternoon.
Okay.
You've still got a few more hours of daylight.
Okay. I want to
So-
cross through the pipe, I think, to the other side.
Yeah, you can go through if you want.
Yeah. Okay. And pick up my cat, my
Rat.
mice.
Yes.
The rat. Sure.
So as you get to this point, you can see in this kind of little courtyard space, the passageway going to the north dead ends, sort of like 20 or 30 foot so more. Make me a perception check quickly.
Okay. 19.
Cool. Yeah, you're squinting. Yeah, I'll say you're out of the sun enough in this one. You can see just a hint of muddy footprints headed into this passage, in this alleyway over here.
Okay. So
Which aren't
I-
yours, by the way, which are halfling foot sized.
I'm gonna call you out, and maybe we could go this way. Try to keep up, see if we can find something, or maybe we can release the hound and see if he will return to his master, and we can follow the hound.
Not a bad idea. Yeah. Maybe. Never know. Maybe it just turns around and rips our throats out.
Well, we can still keep the muzzle tied and let it go.
Yeah, you've had enough time, I reckon, to fashion enough of a muzzle to keep it unable to bite at you, and they'll have a separate kind of sort of bowline as a rough leash. So yeah, if you can let the dog go if you wish.
Cry havoc. Let loose the hounds.
Oh no!
To let the dogs out.
It immediately
Ooh.
darts northwards to it started there, then it stops for a bit, and you start makes his sniff, and it's kind of doesn't seem to have found anything, and it gets to the middle where those footprints starts again. There's a, and you can see it's found something, and it starts to just pad along here. Will growl at you as it comes past.
Okay, I back up.
I think we start following it.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's kind of giving you suspicious looks, but doesn't seem to necessarily be caring about you. As it ducks into here, carries on round. Do you continue to follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samira Vazen, you first. You can see it's going down here now. The footprints die out along this corridor, so the mud disappears. There's no more sign of it. The dog seems to be following a scent as it's going through.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
My light
wanna
is
pick
not
my distance?
updating. I
Sorry?
said my vision is not updating when I move, or is that just because of the light?
No, you should be able to see the way you are.
All right, I'll reload roll 20.
So this corridor opens out. Again, you can see ahead of you there's another dead end of this passageway up
There we
ahead.
go.
There is a doorway there, but the hound here comes over to this bit, and there's a like a lattice gate set into the wall at this point, which it gets to and just kind of stops looking at. And beyond is just a dark tunnel. And you all recognize these as entrances to the sewers. Standard issue. And it's just looking at this door now, or this kind of like, not portcullis, but that kind of lattice metalwork.
So it's closed.
It is currently closed, yes.
Is there a
Can we-
lock of some sort?
It does appear to be locked.
I'll take out my standard issue keys. No,
I want to lockpick it.
Go for it.
oh,
Roll for lock picking.
Oh,
Alvin's just standing there, like,
I'm gonna use my
observing
50
his skills.
Go for it.
judging you.
That's gonna be
I give him guidance.
this.
Okay. add D4 to whatever your roll is. Oof, whatever you're going to do. Okay, 18. Yeah, I mean, you deal with these locks fairly daily. You've had a chance to practice doing this sort of thing. So there's a fairly, and it slowly pushes open. The dog pushes past you and runs down into the corridor. You, from the smell, this definitely goes down to the sewers.
It's good to be
and
home.
So you hear the dog slowing down. And it disappears down a flight of steps that are a staircase leading down. You can hear it's padding more slowly. Take the dog off the map for now. Do you continue down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't have dark vision, are you lighting torches or in other words providing light? And
Actually-
what marching order will you take?
Actually, I turn into a rat.
You turn into a rat. Okay.
Yeah.
Will someone carry you or I'll do it?
No, I can carry you along. Also, I want to cast Dancing Lights.
Carry
Cool.
my rat and me.
That's fine.
My rat and
What marching order
Just
are we
your
going
rat.
with then? And then I will
Wait,
move you.
don't you also have a rat?
Yeah, so I have 3 rats now.
At this point, you're like the rat.
He's got the rat
rat-
pack.
Shoulder guards are just kind of these. Anyway,
Like 3 rats, one on top of my head and 2 on my shoulders.
rat whisperer.
cool. So what was your order of going down this tunnel? Sorry.
I would probably be near the front if possible.
Yeah,
Okey-dokey.
I can be second.
You're doing second. You got dancing lights around you, and you are rat. And Quinton, did you bring up the rear? Alrighty. Let's move you onto the next map then. Grab you free.
Oh, you recover wild shape on a short rest.
Yep. That one. Nope. There we
Just
go.
gotta get my rat onto the map.
Yeah, I'll. Cool.
I put it there. I don't know if I'm in the right place.
No, sorry, don't grab you. So you are roughly there. Move you down onto there. Move you onto there. Dancing lights. 1 second for that. Any particular place where you're putting the dancing lights, or
I'm going to try to keep Dancing Lights slightly above and in front of Acros.
okay, all 4 of them.
His way.
Why have you not? Go on. Cool. Why have you not lit up? Sorry, 2 seconds. I don't need it to see. I do need it to cast light. Right. Is that casting light now? No. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? 1 second longer, and then let's do that as that. Save settings. Okay. I'll work on that one in a second. All right. So you head along corridor. You start to go down the usual low, wet steps. You guess you go down maybe 40 foot or so. Up ahead, you hear a splash, the sounds of something making its way through water. And as you get nearer down, you start to hear the sounds of a pipe playing just as you get to this corner. Somewhat discordant, watery pipe sound.
Oh no. We have 3 rats. They're all about to get chomped by the Pied Piper.
The Pied Piper.
Is your rat just a regular pet? Your evasion.
Yeah, it's a regular rat.
Can you roll me a charisma save with its charisma, please?
I told you.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh wait. my charisma. I think it's better than the rat. Not sure.
Your rat takes off in front of you.
I'm like, wait.
I'm going to say, no. Your druid rat is absolutely fine. There's just that in the background. There's just this, oh, that's quite an alluring sound. But your pet rat scampers down around the corner, and then there's this little thing, spish.
I want to run after it.
Okay. You should be able to move your token.
Yeah. Okay. Here.
Yes, you head down the stairs, and then it opens out. So as you get down to this stage, hopefully you can see. Okay, let's do a quick check to see. Yes, so you have the dark vision to seal this. So you've come out into one of the sewer overflow areas. So this is where, if the tidal level rises or there's a sudden, rains in the mountains bringing down, this is one of those areas where the sewer water is going to kind of rush in and fill up and not block things farther down nearer into the drains. The whole thing, as you step in it, it's like a foot deep of water, but your feet stick into this sticky ooze at the bottom, which is all the shit and the crap and the piss and the silt and everything down there. And you just, and this whole thing will be difficult terrain for any movement down there.
But it's there. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Again, this is just another Tuesday. It's fine, whatever. At the far, you've got this with your dark vision. You can see the sewer tunnel at the top's flowing fairly reasonably swiftly. A normal flowing rate, going from the right side to the left side as we look at it. And you can see our shadowy little halfling is in the water blowing pipes. The alpha dog is kind of standing before it, looking at it, and there is a whole swarm of rats just encircling, swimming round. Your little rat is swimming to join this whole crowd of all these rats, just seething mass of rats filling the square around this halfling creature. Ah, there you are. I worried you got lost. Have you come to join the rapture? The master is looking forward to meeting you all so much.
I'm gonna point the finger at him and shout out, like, give me back my rat.
Fair enough. And with that, we will roll initiative, please.
DM, I'd just like to add.
Yes.
Sorry for making all this work for you.
Mm-hmm.
But Mara also has dark vision.
Your rat.
I mean, me as a rat has dark.
Oh yes. Sorry, I've not put it.
The rat itself.
Yeah, I've not put it on that token. It's just a rat token I grabbed. 30 foot, 60 foot.
1 second, just make sure. It's 30 foot.
Oh, it's only 30 for rats. Fine. See now. Save. You should have it now. Yeah. So you can just see the edge of this person standing, and they're going around through. That's not. Why is that not lighting up?
And then we have to roll initiative, right?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I don't know why that light is not lighting up. It's very dull. It's not. Bright light.
My token's not on the map, so I'm going to roll the rat initiative.
That's fine. We will make that all work. So that one will need to. Sorry, this is going to take me a minute just to. I'm not sure why the dancing light's not working. So what I might do instead, I'm just. Actually, Arcos, you seem to have some light going on you at the minute, so that'll work. I think. Oh, is that where that's not working? Arcos, how much can you see at the minute in terms of if you were to go down one square? I just want to see if I've got that working. Just want to see if that's working.
I can see out to here. I mean, it's dimmer as it goes, but
Yes, it should be. That's fine. That's all. Okay, that should hopefully be there. It is a dark map. All right. Try not to get too distracted. So let's roll for them. Got to make sure I don't get these rats mixed up. Lots of rats all over the place. So there's the swarm. Here is Alpha. Here is a strange person. Which would be that one. And that one. Sorry, I'm getting there. There's more rolls than I expected to do on this section. That's not the best of rolls, is it? Fine, whatever. Right. Rat is... Oh, that's all rats. Revision Quinton across. Right. Grand. Descending order. And let's start some music then as well as we head into combat. So you shout, "Give back my rat," and the halfling before you giggles and gestures, and the swarm of rats swimming around him all start to head towards you. Doop. For them, and obviously in this water, they're all having to swim and pedal frantically. But they dash and get to here, and they are approaching you. But this whole mass of... And with your dark vision, you can see they are diseased looking, with open sores on their back and all sorts of eyes that are a little more frantic. Possibly bubbles at the mouth, just kind of... all coming towards you as fast as they can. The dog apparently will stay there, so Muir of Aizendore, you are first on this joyful adventure. What would you like to do?
Beforehand, can I see if my rat is in the middle?
Your rat has been picked up by this now, and is somewhere in the middle of this. There is one rat that is not diseased. But it's coming along towards you as well, and it's got that same look of fury that the others have in their eyes.
Okay, so I want to pick out of my pocket a flask of oil.
Okay.
And I just want to throw it right in front of me and put it on fire.
How are you planning to light it on fire? I think you can definitely get the oil out and throw it. Or cast it out, because it's now going to be floating on top of the water.
Yeah. Just float the oil, I can light it.
Tinderbox.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I have a tinderbox, I want to try to light it on fire.
Yeah, you won't be able to do both things. You can have it there
Just
ready to go.
Throw the oil, I can light it.
Okay, so I'm going to throw the oil.
That's fine. So.
And I'm going to, if I can, I'll try to back out a bit.
Yeah, that's fine. Back up to wherever you want to get to.
Just this.
You're outside of the rat's range. And Delvin, you have travelled with... Oh, he's gone, wandered off. That's fine. We have to remember he's not there. Cool. That's your turn. Across. So you can hear the skittering of a lot of rats suddenly getting very closer, and you've probably heard some of those words echoing through, about to join the Mazda.
All right. So the oil's here.
Yes.
Would it connect over to like where the... Is it only coating right here, or...
Oil is only 5 foot, isn't it? Or someone can tell me otherwise in terms of how much an area would take up. Let me check that in case it should be 10 normally. Oil. Yeah, it would normally hit one creature or object. So I'm saying it's just a 5 foot at this point. So there's this puddle of oil floating. We've all seen petrol on top of the sea. It's that kind of.
Oh, we should have coated the rats.
No, I don't want to burn my rats. That's the whole point. I'm just trying to keep
The
it
one
away.
whiter looking rat in this whole grey horde.
I mean,
Really diseased by now.
one diseased rat can destroy a city, you know. All right, I'm gonna throw out a bonfire to light it.
Okay, that's fine. There's now this bonfire merrily blazing in the water. I need to chuck a token in then to represent that. Where do I have a token?
It also helped provide some light down here.
It will, you're right. Give me a second just to.
Shed some light on his subject.
Copy, paste that, put that there. Bonfire is 2020, or is it more than that?
No, it's a. That was just a 5 foot square.
Well, a bonfire, okay.
Yeah,
Why is that?
a 5 foot cube.
It's bonfire, not fireball.
Oh, I'm on the wrong level, that's why. So let's pull that out that side. Copy that. And go back to here. There we go. Bonfire was born. And right, 5. Let's see, 5. Settings. There should be a bit more light now visible. Yeah, it is there. Very, very low level light. But yeah, there is light, so you've taken action to thrown. Any more movement? Any other action?
Um,
Or is this it for
suppose I should
now?
probably step up so like he doesn't get eaten by the swarm of rats.
You step into the murk.
And I hold up my shield ready.
You assume the position. Grand. Okay. We will go on to Quinton.
Okay.
You can hear all this going ahead.
Can't really. Is this the? So that's a bonfire,
Yes.
and that's the rat swarm.
The rat swarm's just to the north of the bonfire as you're looking, yes.
Yeah, here. It's the only thing I can really see at this moment, so I'm going to shoot the rat swarm.
Okay.
I'm assuming that is.
26. Oh, they dodged that. That's fine. No, that's fine. Yes, Arcos, you're just emitting some light at the minute to suggest there's this dancing light above your head.
I've got an idea.
So 10 points of piercing. Ooh. As you shoot you shoot a brilliant shot in there. Doesn't do quite the damage you expected it to do.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, there's lots of little creatures, but you do avoid the cleaner looking rat in the midst of it all.
Cool.
Nice. Anything else?
Gonna-
No.
I
Alrighty.
feel like we're gonna cook us up some rat on a stick on that bonfire.
So you see that kind of the halfling will look over to you. Actually, no, he won't. You see that the halfling gestures, and these 3 more versions of him start to circle around him. You can't quite tell now which one is the real one.
I name a 3-card Monty.
But there's also they come closer. They come closer. But he remains standing there. Now with these 4 kind of interweaving versions of him, all with that same manic gleam. That's all he does. Oh, we're out, not in right order. Oops. Fine, I'm not changing any of those. Or just grab to anyone I missed when I didn't sort. Right, alpha. Okay, that's all fine. More evasion. Make me a perception check at disadvantage.
Well,
Okay. Don't worry about it. It's all fine. Cool. Then we go on to. Why are we back there? We shouldn't be back there. We need to go back to. Our druidic rat.
Awesome.
What are we doing?
I'm going to jump over onto the shoulder of this sir over here,
Yep.
and then jump down into the muck. Now I want to try and see
Okay.
if I can deceive the Mr. Pipe-playing weirdo into thinking that I am a friendly to him rat.
Okay. How do you intend to be the thing that you look like a diseased rat
I mean, I'm pretty dirty.
when you've just jumped off the head of?
Yeah, like I just like he was playing
okay.
his pipe, and I'm just like a straggler that came in.
Okay, that's fine. Do me a deception check. Why not? Alrighty. You believe that you are a diseased rat. Okay. Anything else?
I'm not that method. I don't think I believe it, but I just want him to believe.
Okay. So
And
reminder
then-
to all that this is all difficult terrain for you all, so you're on half movement
Half
speed
movement,
in here.
Yeah. So it'd be
Because you are the ministers of rat are swimming.
10 feet up to there.
Yeah.
That's not full. That's my full movement. Yeah, right
Okay.
up to there.
Okay.
I can do
There's a little
a
rat.
dash.
You can
Can I
take
do
dash
it?
action for sure.
Can I do
Yeah.
dash for another 10 feet to get up
Sure.
to there?
So there's
And
this
then
big writhing mass of rats, the one clean one in the middle and the one dirty one just
Yeah. And that's
swimming
my
off
turn.
forcefully. Lovely. Top of the round. The swarm of rats comes in onto Argos. As you're the first one there. So I'm going to leave just off the square so we can roughly see where they are. This horde of rats scurries towards you. Lots of bites are attempted, and they all just clang off your armor, not able to get past the thick leather boots. Shield throws a couple of them away. They're not going to do very well like that, are they? Alpha Hound. What's the Alpha Hound going to do? Okay. Alpha Hound's going to do that. And Murivazen, it is you. So you can see all these rats are now starting to try and swarm up your friend in front of you.
I'm going to, if possible, I would like to try to grab hold of my rat and take
Okay.
him out of the middle of the deceased rats.
Hey, make me a dexterity check at disadvantage because you're trying to find the right one from a whole swarm, and there's a lot of them.
15.
You almost get him, just slips up the tail, just goes out with your closing fist. If there'd been less of them, you'd have managed it. Right now,
If we set them on fire, there would have been less of them.
all right, I'll do dex checks for him separately. Make sure that was not particularly targeted.
So after this, I want to try to jump past across.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
Into the mud.
Yeah.
It's not the splosh, it's a so
It's
the
a
water
soft landing,
refuses to
though.
move. Oh yeah. There'll be no bludgeoning damage falling here. Suffocation's a risk. Oh, more evasive. And we go to Quinton.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore the rats. So difficult terrain, 525. That's as far as I'm getting.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to ask a question. Can I light my arrows on fire?
I don't know. Can you light your arrows on fire? How are
Would
you
it-
planning to do it?
So basically, as soon as I'm going to be shooting it, I would light it towards it.
What are you using to light your arrows in a wet sewer? Is my
It's
question.
light.
Not
It's
to-
lit by oil, though, isn't it? So what if I was to dip it in the
Are you-
oil at the bottom?
Yeah, I'll allow that. That's fine.
Yep. And I will cast Hunter's Mark again then on this one. He's currently
Yes.
in 3 people, isn't he? Cool. So I'll just try and shoot him then.
Go for it.
Yeah.
guessing
Guessing not.
I just need to remind myself what's going on with this one. So, can you, before you've done that roll, can you roll me a d20, please?
Okay. $20.
Ooh, nice. Where's the things? Is it d20? Oh no, should I have rolled that? No, I'll keep it here. It's fine. So you take your shot with an 11. And in trying to work out which one's the right one, ping, the shot goes wide.
Damn.
And all 4 of those things still seem to be spinning around. You were very close. Like a little trail of fire. Splish. Okay. But yeah, your hunter's mark has taken effect. So you know the real one of those people is still in there.
Amazing.
Lovely. And across. All the rats. Well, not all the rats. Some of the rats.
Are on me. Yeah. So can I try to swing and get them off of me?
Sure. You know better than to try to hit yourself on these things. That's all right. Aim for the clean one.
In the other campaign we're playing, we have a critical monk keeps hitting themselves.
Stop hitting yourself.
10 will. Sorry. 14. Yeah, oh no, easily they'll hit. Roll your damage. Oof. It's a good hit. You do notice that your blade doesn't do as much damage as you'd expect. But you do definitely cut through these, and there are definitely far less than there used to be. Cool. Anything else?
Were any of them white? Fella.
You have reminded me. I shall do my roll to see if they survive, if they've dodged.
I
Can't see a white one at the minute, but there are some behind you. So
if it ends up dying, it's okay because it's plenty of rats.
We got plenty to choose from if we live.
But that's what whiskers? Come on.
Whiskers too.
Yeah,
be different.
There's always
but
never
the
whiskers. More evasive. If you're saying anything, I can't hear you at the minute, buddy. Cool. Yes, you did that sweep through. There are less rats than there were. This Swafella here will. He looks down at the rat swimming towards and goes, "You weren't one of mine. You could be."
Please think I'm a rat. Please think I'm a rat.
Oh, yes. No, That's a touch spell. We won't do that one yet. So he gestures towards you, little rat. Can you make me a Constitution save, please?
Okay. Save. Please don't kill me. I'm just a rat. Constitution save.
Yes, please. Okay. So you are swimming there towards them, and as he finishes gesturing, you suddenly find there's a number of mites and fleas and parasites suddenly surrounding you in your little rat form. Roll me a d4, please. And as these things bite you, you go west 1 square, and you will take 3 points poison damage in your rat form.
My rat form reverts into my human form.
Before you delete it, then I need to chuck your token onto the. Yes, so you are forced to move. Oh, that's fine. Rat only has 1 health, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So you will. I'm afraid 2 poison. 2 poison damage carry over. If you want to drag your token back on, sorry.
Okay.
I did. Sorry, the rat's now gone. Let's add you in at position 4 because that's where you were. Why is my battle music stopped? Disappointing.
Is that?
There we go. Look for Kaduk and reshuffle. Right. So that was. Yeah, that was forced movement on. You would recognize it as infestation.
Okay.
Because that is the druid spell. So that was he remains in place though. Lovely. Quinton.
I'm gonna ask something really cheeky again. So with my hunter's mark.
Not your turn.
I thought you were saying it was my turn.
Yes, I want to ask you is, does a 20 hit you?
Yeah, of course it does.
Lovely. So you are concentrating on everyone else, and what you miss, rising up behind you, is a pseudopod coming out of the water, and there's this kind of oozy mess suddenly takes a whack at you for 3 bludgeoning and 4 poisoning damage.
Okay.
And behind you now, you see this kind of piss-coloured slime pool creature. It's kind of rising up out of the water. Which is lovely. Very nice. Delvin and Morazaven, can you also make me perception checks at disadvantage, please?
Okey dokey. Elvin sheet open. Perception. There's a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
8.
Lovely. Thank you. Yeah, so there's just this one thing behind you now coming out of the thing. And Delvin, it is your turn.
Wonderful. Well, considering this is pretty much where I wanted to be anyway, I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
I thought you might be. Go for it. Remind me what that save is.
I think it's a dex save. Let me just make sure. Spells, Thunderwave.
It's
so
a Constitution saving throw. So, Faustus will roll a 10. That won't help. Roll your damage. I don't think it's going to matter for the alpha.
I clicked on my Thunderwave, it didn't cast.
Nope, it's definitely going to matter for the hound. That's gone. Just
Well, I
roll
clicked
2d8
my-
if you want.
Yeah, I clicked my thunder wave twice.
Yeah, just go for a 2d8. Then roll 20 might be having issues.
20
Unsurprisingly,
2d8.
yeah,
Nine
9
thunder
points of damage. Yeah, so the hound body is just sent flying. It's 10 foot back for both of them, isn't it? I think.
I realized what I was doing wrong. I didn't say what level to cast.
Okay.
Just disregard that.
Yeah, so 9 points. Ouch. So Faustus is sent flying back to there. He seems to land. He doesn't seem to sink down. All of you are aware that most sewer tunnels have a path on at least one side. So your expectation is he's somehow just stayed on the path and not gone into the deep part of the flowing water behind.
So
The body of the hound is just
oh no.
cast before him. Another dog has met its match at the Brown Cloaks today. Cool. That was your action.
Yeah. Just make sure about something. Be certain. And bonus action, I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my
Okay,
stick.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Any movement?
I kind of
No.
like where I am. It's far away from the rat. Maybe take one square down.
Okay.
Since knocking him away, I can't see him anymore.
The joy's not having. Oh, you're a half elf, aren't you? You're an elf. You
No,
should,
I'm
you should be able
human.
to see. Are you?
Yeah, I'm
I
human.
lose. Sorry. Yes, you are. Sorry, I lose track of who's who. You all
Okay.
seem to be these long-haired, bearded people at the minute. So. Anyway,
Yeah.
I would say probably all of you will notice from along the corridor. This wrong level. Come back to this layer. From this layer, you can just start to see the hint of a torchlight coming through and the sounds of people coming through the water. And top of the round. Don't think we've that anymore. The rats will make another go. So Arcos, I'm presuming a 9 doesn't hit you. Muravazan, you'll be glad to see there is a white rat still scurrying around, trying to attempt to bite your friend. Yep, they're useless. Unsurprisingly, Alpha Hound's gone. Let's take you off the turn order. And Muravazan, it is your turn.
Okay. I want to make a dash.
Okay, dash away.
Up to here, if possible.
6. So that'll take you action and movement to get to there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can see he's on this just under the water stone walkway. The sludge doesn't seem to have passed onto this bit. It seems like it's collecting here, which is exactly what it's meant to do. You can definitely see torchlight and hear people coming along that corridor. In fact, what can you see from where you are? You might be able to just get the idea there's a figure not that far away from you on them there. Okay. Any bonus actions?
Nope.
Alrighty. Mr. Fighter, sir, what is next for you?
No, I still got to get these rats off of me.
Go for your attack then. 10 will be just enough, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Roll your damage. There's definitely a lot less of them now. And with that strike, you do also make sure as you swing by, There's one light-coloured rat definitely gets caught by the blade, is bisected as you swing through, and you really hope that Muraveza didn't notice as you did that.
Hey, he walked away
It was
from
like
that
that when
rat.
I-
He could have tried. He could have tried to grab it again.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you, but you know,
Is
Whiskers,
there
sadly.
Am I able to try to step through these now a little bit since there's less?
you can certainly step away from them anytime you want.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure how that is it difficult because there's so many people, so many of them, or
No, it's difficult because of just the water, the muddy ground. But
Okay.
you're perfectly able to try and leave the rats behind if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
The second you step away from them, though, they do try to get one last bite at you.
Yeah, I'm expecting that.
10. Wow.
That's not gonna do it.
I don't know why I'm bothering attacking you anymore. I was just going to leave you to it. Okay. That's 30 there. Cool.
Yep.
And Quinton. Behind you is this effluent ooze.
Yeah, I really want to ignore that. I can't move my token, it seems. If you're able to, could you move it to the thingy to the top left of the bonfire, and I'll take the attack of opportunity.
From here.
You're not mistakenly on the draw shape tool, are you? You're on the select tool.
You can always drag your token back
Maybe.
across if you want, and I can delete that one if that's going to be easier. It does.
Oh
take
yeah,
a swing.
that helps. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, actually, at the start of your turn, can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm. There we go.
These things can do. The sheer stench coming off this creature now it's revealed itself is actually overpowers the stench of the sewers, and you are considered poisoned until the start of your next turn.
Not
Because it
a
is
worry.
just. And as you leave, Pseudopod swings out for a mighty 10. That's not going to do a lot.
Lucky.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus this thing down then.
Okay, so you're shooting towards the ooze behind you.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Take a shot. 25. Nope, doesn't. No, it does hit.
Did I need to take some damage for that poison, by the way?
No, you're just considered to have the poisoned condition.
Got you.
Isn't a poison condition disadvantage on attack?
I mean, the disadvantage was 22.
Yeah. I'm just asking.
Yes, tax and ability checks.
Okay.
So yes, you hit comfortably. You notice again, it doesn't do quite as much damage as you'd expected.
Okay, in which case then also, so I can move one more
You
tile.
can move one more. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That your turn?
Yeah.
Marvelous. So little half. The master would like to see you. You have dark skin. And he will. What will he do? Okay. So he will, almost looking past you, he's going to reach, he makes a gesture, and and the three of you behind will notice that in this area, these kind of tendrils of toilet paper and poo sticks and old debris come out and try to snare and wind you. Could you all, as he does the toilet version of Entangle, could you all make me a strength saving throw, please?
We're basically the same guy.
Quinton fails. There's a lot of similarities actually betwixt you and Faustus, yes.
It's
Fisk,
is
you
it Dex?
pass.
Is it a Dex save?
The strength saving throw, please.
Strength save. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Akros is fine. Quinton is caught, and you're also fine, Delvin. So,
Miracle. I haven't been rolling well. Right.
So this counts as difficult terrain, but that's not going to make any difference because it's already difficult terrain. But our ranger is now restrained until you or someone else can break yourself out of these toilet snares.
Gotcha.
There is no movement for you. I believe you take attacks at disadvantage, so even once your poison wears off, you're still going to be in trouble till you get these things off you.
Seeing him.
Oh,
sorry. Go ahead.
It's all right. He will then. He's going to hold his position, but he's looking down the tunnel and he goes, "There you are. Come help me. I have more for the master." And that'll be his turn. Right. So the ooze here goes for the rats because they are the nearest creatures it can see. For a 22 for 5 damage total. There are not many rats left now.
We could just say it's the Ooze who killed the white rat.
Sure, the two hulls floating in the water might suggest otherwise, but yeah, we'll say it's that. Quinton, you're in for a bad day where you are, I'm afraid. As you are trying to fight your way out, you notice 2 more pools of these things have appeared, and both will make swings at you as you are the nearest, I'm afraid. So that is a 5. No, that's a 10. Sorry, it's advantage. Don't think it's going to get you, is it, Quinton? And a 12.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Yeah, so actually those kind of strands of sewer effluent actually stop these oozes getting their pseudopods to you. But there are definitely a few more now close by. And Delvin, can you start with a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Okay. 1 second. Constitutions. That'd be on core, right? How'd I do? 10.
I think yes. You are considered poisoned for this turn. Just the poisoned condition.
Okay, but considering what that guy just did to me, I wonder for a second, was he also trained by Abner? And then I Uno reverse card him and I put in Tangle right on top of him. In fact, exactly the same Tangle. It's also just shit.
Toilet paper based.
Paper.
Alrighty. So at Miravezan, you will also need to make a save there for me.
Sorry, I can't see you. I can just see him in the light, and that's it. So,
no, he is. Yeah, he rolled a 4, so that definitely gets him. Muravezan, you are okay as these, literal tendrils of poo reaching out and around and attempting to grow. You are just, oh, they slide off the brown cloaks. They recognize their masters. Anything else, Mr. Druid, sir?
that would be my turn, I think.
Alrighty.
I'll move up.
Okay.
No, I'll stay where I am. Right.
Alrighty. Cool. So end of the turn order, and we have These guys will now join. Where's add turn gone? I've got too many windows open. I can't reach the tokens I need to get to. That one. So Mirror Vase, and you will see this group of people arriving first. So this one person, in fact, let's do it this way. So you see this first person turns up, taller version, humanoid, wearing robes very similar to Faustus in front of you. And let's things. So they are dashing, so they can't do anything else this turn. But the rest of you will all hear the sounds and will recognize the torchlight that's suddenly getting very much brighter in this area as a squad of people looking very similar to Faustus are just around the corner.
I thought we were getting back up.
Like for mine.
Well, you gave him an hour, so he had time.
Where are those copper cloaks? So we're supposed to be helping.
Those conch shells you should have blown before you went down here. Cool. That's all of. I can do this turn around. Top of the thing. The rats will. Will they try and run away? They will try and swim away from this thing without taking it. Risk the attack of opportunity. And you are the nearest person they will go for. See if they get there first. So the Ooze gets one more. The pseudopod comes up and above. And it comes down onto the rats, and when it comes back out of the water, there are no rats left.
Okay.
They are just wiped out before they can escape. And you just see that anyone who's looking back just sees the Ooze close over the last of the bodies.
I'm gonna blame the pseudopod on killing his rat.
Yeah. That's definitely what I saw.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rats don't do anything else. They are gone. Book. Muravezen. You can see these, and you can see these fellas coming towards you with that same iron mask, and with the torches they're holding up, you can see there are bolts around it. So it looks like the metal masks are bolted onto their heads, or possibly into their heads.
Never have I wished for heat metal as a spell more.
We won't be able to get it. It's level 2, isn't it?
I know.
Okay, so at the moment I still haven't seen what's happening behind because I just tried to dash over him to attack him.
And you're aware there is conflict behind you. You probably know there's at least one of these effluent oozes behind. But it's only the one. Everyone else has probably got this. It's fine.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to strike him with my rapier.
Go for it. Go for it. Roll a d20 first, please.
7.
No, so roll me a d20 as well as that, please. Actually, it won't matter for a 7. Yeah, that's good. Again, you can't. These whirling figures in front of you, you can't work out which one is the right one, and your blows just doesn't hit any of them in the end. Any bonus actions?
Can I don't know if I'm engaged. Maybe I can disengage.
If you are a rogue, you have that as a bonus action. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I want to disengage and
Okay.
try to back off just one movement.
Yeah.
Did his rapier attack miss?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He has advantage because the person's restrained.
In that case, do roll me a d20 then.
Okay.
I did forget that. Thank you. I forgot that entirely. My bad. 6. I've just lost the spell I needed to be checking. 6, and you haven't hit any of them. Actually, yeah. So you shoot at the thing, and you do pierce straight through what you think is them, and it just fades away. And you
There we
see,
go.
possibly you're very close to what would have been the real one. And you have these free forms where there used to be 4. You can still disengage and move.
Yeah. Gonna disengage and move backward
Yep.
one.
Yep.
Nope. Just gonna finish there.
Cool. Across.
Okay.
You can hear the people come. I mean, you can see the torchlight. You can see Faustus is restrained in this little forest of.
I don't quite make
Okay.
it.
Very
but
close.
I'm gonna move the bonfire
Okay.
to underneath where he is.
Can you move it that far? Are you recasting it? I see. Yep.
I can just recast it.
He has disadvantage on those, I believe. Restrained. That's gonna hurt. Disadvantage. With a 10. That's not going to do it, is it?
No.
What's the damage on bonfire? So 1d6.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh, it shouldn't have that. Don't do that fighting style. It's still on.
No, I wasn't going to. Don't worry. So, yeah, he takes a lot of damage from that. Seems to be just barely hanging in there. Nicely done. Anything else?
Nope.
Alrighty. Quinton, you are restrained with these things, and there's now 2 of these oozes lashing out around you.
Oh, I need to get away from it then. And I don't. Great.
You are unable to pull yourself away, so you are stuck there.
I'm
For
just going
now?
to accept my death. That's all I can actually do.
That is all you've got for now. Okay, so
Wait.
Faustus.
Does he not have to make
Wait.
a con save because of concentration? He took create bonfire damage.
No, he does have to make a concentration check. That is that one. He rolls a 14, so
Bag.
he's fine.
Very
Good call, though. Well remembered. So for him, you see. Oh no, he's used that. I can't do that anymore. That's a shame. Well, now. So he will bonus action healing word himself. He gets not a huge amount of points back. Right, so he's on top of a fire and restrained.
Well,
Not happy times.
if he wants to move
Best of
out
both
of it,
worlds.
he has to use his action to try and break
Yep,
free.
I'm aware of that. Yeah, you have to try and break free first. Because he doesn't have the spell he needed to get out there easily anymore. Yep, he's just have to try and break the restrain first. Would he have seen you cast it? No, he wouldn't have seen it. Right, he's just going to try and break it. Restrain. This is going to go well. Strength check or strength or athletics?
Strength. Strength.
Is it strength save to get out afterwards? I forget
Yeah.
what tangle is.
Pretty sure. The same.
Entangle.
Let me check.
Oh no, strength.
Okay.
It's a strength check on his next one. So does an 18? It will.
Yeah, it does. It's a 13 DC. Yeah.
Right, and then he needs to do a dex check to get out of the fire, doesn't he? If he starts his round in it.
If he finishes his round on fire.
Is it finished? In that case, yeah, he will. He's going to scuttle towards them with a trying to get out. You can capture them. Take them back. We can have more. That's all he can do. So, yeah, I'm afraid, Quinton, these are both going to be on you because you are still their target from previously. As these oozes carry on attempting to eat. I might have forgotten to make you roll checks earlier. That's fine. So a 19 and a 17.
If hit.
So that will be doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Ooh. High roll. Not too bad. So that will be a total of 8 bludgeoning and 7 poison damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
So Delvin, you see that happen behind you. How fast do they move? This one then will slide over to here. And that's going to make a swing at you. For a 7. That's not going to do a lot. Alrighty. So Cultist. So this one will step through into combat there. This one comes through to step there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's doable. Those two bearing down you. So, that one cannot get past. What's 6 things got range of? Cool. These two also cannot get anywhere yet. Fine. So, first attack against you, Muravezen.
Okay.
As this, let's say, cultist comes towards you, pulling out a short sword, and swings at you for a. No, you're not on Jim there. That'd be a natural 20.
Wait.
Or 9 points of piercing damage. The one against you, Arcros, emboldened by that success of his partner, makes his own stab towards you. Come on, there it is. 13. Why am I bothering attacking? And then you'll see the one who's here. He pulls out this kind of metal plate looking thing, and he does a kind of loose weight discus throw. Curves over your head, splashes down just before this ooze here, and you see this kind of, there's an explosion as this ring of rusty lattice metal shoots up around this thing, 10 foot high, all these twisted metal barbs, spikes around it. The ooze backs away from it into the center of it. Things. He can't move fast, it's in the way. And then finally, I have too many people on the go at once. You will all hear a chanting as if of magic, and who can he see? None of you. Okay. Yeah, there is chanting, and then I didn't make a token for that. Fine. You will all see in this square here a spectral bident forms.
Spectral what?
Bident.
The spiritual
Two-pronged
weapon.
trident.
Oh, trident.
Some sort of spectral weapon has appeared there.
Not good.
I don't know if he's and yes. So this is Muravazin. I'm afraid this is against you, as they can work out where you are from where his buddy did the attack. Yes, you may have seen people using these before. Does a 7 will not hit you with it? Okay. Yes. You got a lot of people coming in. Delvin, did I skip your go then? You seem to be out of order.
I haven't had a goal. Yeah.
All right,
no.
sorry. Take your go now then.
I'm
Technically
going-
before the cultists, but sorry,
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
realize why. So yeah, technically, you know the cultists are on the way. That hasn't quite happened.
Okay.
So if that, I don't know if that
Uh,
affects your decision or not. It may not.
No, it's still
Apologies for
mostly
that.
the same. It's just I was gonna do what I was gonna do.
Okay.
I'm going to drop concentration on the entangle spell.
Yep.
I don't know if these things are going to keep wailing into my friend over here. And I suppose it's kind of my responsibility to take care of him. I'm going to cast fog cloud on pretty much myself.
Okay.
Just make sure about the positioning of it. Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I'd be
Okay.
20 centered on myself.
Okay.
Can
Let's
I?
move that one back to there because that makes more sense for what's going on? Yep.
So it's a 20-foot sphere of fog cloud.
Yes.
However that works. And,
20 centered on you.
Yeah, and then I'm going to grab onto.
Actually, I'm going to do a different color for that because I'll lose track of what things are if I don't.
I think it's Quinton, right?
Yeah.
It is Quinton
Grab
next to you,
onto
yes.
Quinton. I'm just going to drag him away from the danger if I can. I know I don't have a lot of feet of movement.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Just drag him up against
Okay.
what I know this wall.
Okay. I'll say you can do that fine. The problem is, oozes have blind sight.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
So 2 of them will get to. Actually, no. Which way are you going?
There where I said. So if their attacks are against me, that's fine. I hope they're just not against
So,
my friend.
Yeah, you're
There's the
both
idea
these
of the
two
fog
below
cloud.
you.
I know.
Yeah,
No,
both
you-
these two. That one, the one over here. There's only 2 attacks against your thing. Actually, that would only be 2 anyway because I couldn't reach you. And Quinton is under forced movement, so doesn't take anything. So attack the first from the left, attack the on the right. 15 and a 9.
If they have, I hate being that guy
Go for
against
it.
myself, but
Yeah.
if they have blind sight, I can't see them, so it is at advantage against me.
Ooh, I did. So I take 15 on the first, and the
15 hits
second
me.
one. Thank you for that. I'm losing
worries.
track of what I'm doing. The second one is 17. So
Okay.
that's going
Both
to be
of
a
those.
total. Yeah, that's going to be a total of 9 bludgeoning and 11 poison.
I'm out.
There is a sploosh. You do
Fog cloud
not get.
drops with me.
Fog cloud will drops, so it comes for a second.
I tried.
These things are tough. So that was a good call.
I didn't think they had blind sight.
Not many things do at these levels, but those oozes do, I'm afraid. Cool. that was your turn. Then the cultists do their things. Top of the round, more of Aizen. You briefly, this fog cloud enveloped you, and then it's gone. And you heard the splash of what is a second body hitting the floor.
Okay. I want to disengage.
You are in. You're. Yep. You can disengage. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
And want to make a dash back to the entrance.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay. I'm gonna hand him around here.
Yep. That's fine. You see two parts of a rat body. No, they're eaten by an ooze. You don't see any rats. There's no rats.
They've all eaten.
Gone. They've all gone.
So
Maybe one tail just pokes out of an ooze briefly and goes back into the. Cool. So you run to there. Quinton. Death saving throw, please. If you can, roll to GM only.
I can't do that.
Okay. Maybe we'll start to see if he's turning in the water. Starting to go face down. Okay. Across. So you got two of these cultists in front of you, two more approaching, two back.
Okay,
you
and
can
I
see the
saw my
spiritual weapon
companion
over there.
run away.
Yep.
Okay, I see where this
And
is
you
going.
can hear a lot of things behind you now that suggest that. You can dash to get to the stairs. If Muravez lets you go past, or dash up to just north of him if you won't.
No, yeah, you can get past.
Yeah, I'm dead. I've accepted my fate.
Yeah, there's not much to really get people up here. Those oozes are the real MVPs of this enemy.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to end up using my action surge
Okay,
as well.
go for it.
Mostly out of spite, and I'm going to put that bonfire back under what's his face?
Under Faustus.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not restrained anymore. He got out of it. Yeah, go for it. I'll make him another. Oh, I'm gonna have to find a way to heal Faustus now. God damn it. Dexterity saving throw, isn't it? He.
That's not a
rolled
very high check.
Roll. Yeah. No. God, Faustus. Okay. Yeah. The bonfire.
I
has
got him
moved
for you
across.
guys.
Appreciate he died.
So action to move your bonfire. Light up the
And then
things
I'll-
of Faustus. I will
Then I'll
say, as he's dancing, you recognise Faustus at this point from the dance he does as he pulls over. He used to be a member of Old Bill's squad. Fought missing for some weeks. And then he falls over and splashes into the water, and you carry on about your day.
Okay, well, that's information we can use. I'll use my action surge to dash.
You're not disengaging.
Well, no.
Alrighty.
He can get that swing off.
The two will take a swing at you. That's not the right one to do.
The
Yes.
entangle goes away.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gone.
it's still. So that's a 16 for nope and a 9 for nope.
Nope.
Cool. So yeah, the entangle is gone. All those toilet strands dissipate back down. That ooze will take us. Is it taking?
That-
No, it's taking
yeah, that
action
ooze
already,
would-
so it can't.
Okay.
That's cool. So you get to there. Faustus. Oh, Faustus. My Faustus, please. Roll well on this.
Well, he's important. He gets death stuff.
The ooze. So the ooze inside this meshwork. It's got a metallic, rusty mess that goes around it. Just seems to stop in the middle and doesn't do anything. The ones here, however, Muravezan, you are the nearest target, so that one comes over.
Oh, this.
Oh, you just yeah. I don't know. Would they get if you disengage? They'd probably be right, wouldn't they? Fine. Let's say they're both there. You manage your disengagement keeps them away from you for a time. Delvin, roll me a death save, please. And this is the point where Roll20 stops working for a second to make us all on tenterhooks while we wait. Delvin, are you there? Oh, we may have lost him.
Oh no, has it gone down?
Oh no. Yeah, Christian, we've just lost one of the players a second, so screens are going to move around, sorry. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, Delvin, you back?
Again for a second.
You did. Could you roll me a death save, please?
1 second, I was just about to do so. I was just changing my sheet to a GM only. Cool. Death save.
All right, thank you. So he threw. So this one will go to 3 to there. He also pulls out one of those plates, and he skims it across the water, and that will land. And you see again this metal lattice work attack comes here and snares around those two. This one will come to here. He picks out another of those plates. However, he throws his slightly differently, and it hits against the wall. And this 20-foot long of this lattice work now separates Muravezan from Arcros. As a line forms there. I will say there is going to be room for you to squeeze over the top of this Muravezan, but this is this now spiky metal wall between you and the exit. This cultist can do not a lot now at this point, so he's just headed to there. He will then go to here, actually, and Quinton, you are stabilized.
Oh, I'm going to join that cult.
And 2, 3. You see this gentleman comes through. He looks very much more different to the rest of them. He gestures to kind of pull the spiritual weapon. Not going to vaguely get near to you. Oh, that broke. That's bad. Let's see. The spiritual weapon will pass through the barrier and it starts to attack the ooze. And then for an action, he will. Muravezan, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please? You suddenly are paralyzed. Just some sort of arcane force has you absolutely stymied. He's concentrating. That's the cultist. It is your turn. At the end of your turn, you may make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna try it again.
Go for it.
19.
At the end of it, you are able to shrug off the effect of this. You feel the spell, the weave shatters around you, and you are able to move again on your next turn.
Yeah.
Good roll though. Don't quite get to you yet. Quinton, you are stable. Arcross. What are we doing?
So I'm sorry. What is this line at the
So
door?
the line is now, it's this 20-foot long, 10-foot high lattice work of twisted metal work.
So it's
so-
kind of trapping him in there.
Yeah, there's just about enough space for he might be able to squeeze over the top. But essentially, there is now a see-through metal fence between you and everyone else.
Does it look like it's magical, or is it like actual metal?
Do a quick perception check, I guess. Looks like it's a mixture of both, but beyond that, you can't tell. There's definitely physical metalwork there.
Okay. Can I try to make the opening bigger for him at all?
You can make an attack roll on it for sure. 12.
Would have preferred it the other way around.
Yeah, the other way around, you would have done quite nicely. No. You can see it could be damaged, but
does he get advantage because it's flanked?
if I ran flanking rules, possibly.
we have flanked the wall, guys.
Anything else? Arcos?
There's not much more I can do to help him. Like, all I do is swing. I guess I'll try to make room just so he can hop down and like be ready to catch him if he makes it through.
Sure. That seems like a good plan. I forgot to move the cultist up there. He would have.
Or if he has any final words, I'll hear them if he can't make it through.
Yeah. Either or works. He's going to do that. This is a cultist on the last turn who is up with Faustus. And he's around Faustus, you're not entirely certain what's happened there. Faustus doesn't get to do anything. The Oozes probably do not do a lot at this point. So, top one first. And then the other two in their pen. Ooh. This one here pushes through the lattice work, which causes the cultist to pause for a second. Cool. Delvin, you've done the roll, thank you. Cultists. So, this one here will. Delvin, you are stable. What are that? So that continues to hit at that. Which is that one? Fine. Rubbish. And Muravezan again, because you're the one I can see. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw again, please?
16.
Yeah. He calls out, but no, not listening to what he's got to say. That's all he's got this time around. Although he will move a bit more out the way.
I just rolled that last save too because I was interested. But
Yeah, that's fine. So what have we got here? At this point, these two are going to come in and they're going to start taking these two away. So they get up to there. And the bodies go with. Yes, and you can hear now there is definitely the sounds of more footsteps coming in. And so the one up by Faustus will now. Oh, he hasn't used that. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? He gets to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he has one of those discs as well, and he'll cast it forward. And a second thing will. Actually, no. What happens when he does that? That would work. So again, another of these wire fences comes up, but this one will appear. Kind of gets squashed into those, and again that ooze is penned in. That's all of his movement.
I hate
Grand.
to break it to you guys, but we're about to get sacrificed to the poo god.
Muravizen, you are up.
Yeah, I want to try to squeeze through.
Yep. Make me a athletics or acrobatics, please.
Can't believe
You are not able to find a way around these things. You still have your movement and bonus action should you want it.
No, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. It seems a wonderful place to be. Oh, I didn't want to put that there. Then we go on to Quinton. It's all nice where you are. All nice and warm and cuddly.
A warm embrace.
Across. Yeah. What are we doing? Across. There we go. Across.
Okay, so he's kind of being shut out, or
He
wasn't
was
able to
unable.
make it
He just
through?
couldn't make it at that time. It was just he couldn't find anywhere to start climbing over this thing to get through.
Can I try to yank him through, or no?
You can't yank it. No, you could get
No.
and you could try to damage it. I mean,
I'll try
this
to-
wall is 10 foot high, and the ceiling here is only 12 foot, so it's very much going to be a.
I'll
If you
try
can't
one
break
last
through
time
it, it's going to be.
to swing at it.
Go for it.
Save yourself.
16. Roll me damage on that. You do some damage to it, but it's not enough to break a big enough hole yet.
I'll wait back out here again.
Whether you want to stay there and carry on, or whether you. Okay.
I'm gonna
so,
duck around
you
the
have now
corner.
started to-
Actually,
Yep.
I'll duck around the corner
That's-
so they can't quite see me.
That's fine. Cool. He doesn't do a lot. What did they do? So they will now. Kaduk. 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 Ooh. And the third one. So the ooze, from Moravazin, if you're flicking back at all, you can see the ooze that's farthest from you manages to push its way through. It pushes out to here. Looks very damaged and destroyed. Looks well, not very damaged. Definitely looks bloody. If bloody was a word to apply to one of these things.
It's leaky.
Yes. But has managed to make its way through that. The other two just seem to kind of hold back from these barriers and not want to go anywhere near them. Delvin, it's almost quiet here. This one, 3, 4, 5, 6 dashes around just to kind of get into contact with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. This one's dashing around now. These two continue to drag the bodies this way. And you see the first of more cultists arriving at the top end, Mirror Evasion. Faz's body has also been pulled away, so you can't see where that's gone now. And there are definitely, yes, more of these cultists. Is the bonfire still up? Talking with Tarkos, did you drop it? Tarkos?
What was that?
Did you drop the bonfire or did you leave it running?
I left it running. I haven't dropped concentration on it.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's slowing them down a bit, but we'll make it work. That bloody thing. Oh, no, that's not where it's meant to be. You want it to be that side.
I mean, it's a
I
fire.
think
to do a
picking
ritual.
bonfire's been the real MVP as my second cantrip choice. I was like, I don't know what I want.
That'll do.
Let me cheeky.
It's been a very useful choice. Cool, that's all they're doing. You're evasion. You've got 2 cultists closing on you now. You can see more approaching at the top. You can hear the sounds of more of them. If they poured water on that fire, would it put it out, or was it magical fire? Or create bonfire? Not even use it very often.
I don't know how it works.
I'm just going to check while they're. But Miravezan, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm still trying to escape. I'm gonna try to squeeze again.
Okay.
through the-
Yeah.
So it was acrobatics.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, you are able to just about get over there. Your cloak catches just once. You think no, and you're fine, and you onto the other side.
Yeah, and I'm gonna dash out
Did
of
you
here.
take the disengage action?
Yeah,
Did you
gonna
check.
take the
You
Yeah.
can do it as a bonus.
bonus
I
action.
did say. Just checking. Cool. Yes, so you're able to pass through.
I'm just gonna dash as far as
Yeah.
I can do. So it's about like 5 and 15.
Cool.
Got like this.
Are you two across Miravezan? Are you going to keep on going and just getting back to
Okay,
out
he
of
was able to
these
get through.
sewers and out? Is your plan to
Yeah.
go back to the old barracks at this point, or do you have some cunning plan in mind?
He's looking really hurt, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're probably just getting out of here at this point.
Maybe
Fair
you can
enough.
try to
With
convince
that-
Maybe you can try to convince the whole city at once to empty out their buckets and flood the place.
We're probably still alive for the next 4 minutes.
Oh well, a few of them have already emptied out their buckets into the street, so it's too late.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say at this point you two are able to get away. Just in the time it takes them to undo their bits there. And you make it back out onto the streets. Headed back to the old barracks. You kind of stagger in just as the sun is setting down. Sergeant Steingard is talking with Daisy, the kind of roughhouse princess looking brown cloak, and they see you come in and they're just kind of looking at, what happened?
It's kind of funny because he's looking haggard and I look like I haven't been hit.
Yeah, you've just gone for a walk
Yeah.
in sewers.
I'm propping him up.
I'm just like leaning
Yeah.
on across.
He's bleeding.
Yeah.
The blood on me is from you.
Yeah.
So,
we
forget
Fazan,
the
we should get you
dogs.
into the. We should get you into the. Yeah, they take you, Muraves, and they took you in to get you treated and sorted out. Take you to whatever medical care. I don't know what medical care they have in the barracks. I don't know.
We got a box.
They
of
go and sort
Band-Aids
you
in
out.
the back.
Yes. And I presume you two are able to relate what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figure I'll pass along what was going on while he's getting patched up.
Okay. Yeah, so you Steingard looks very bemused by what you say. Makes a note that Red Cloaks have to go and pick up the body of Alphonse from where he was left, and that'd be something for them to investigate because they deal with the violent crimes. Very surprised to hear that you recognised Faustus, as that squad had been deemed killed in action because they hadn't been seen for several weeks. Very worried by the idea that there are cultists underneath the city and that they are somehow able to capture Ooze, these sort of Ooze lattice traps. And they start working out the details of how to muster some sort of search and rescue party for our missing comrades. Our missing comrades. So Quinton and Delvin, you wake up 1d4 hours later, the pair of you. You are bound onto stone slabs. You are surrounded by cultists, including Faustus. A tall, good-looking Adonis of a figure, topless, long sword belt aside, casually strides over. This is perfect human. This is what everyone aspires to be. Faustus said he'd caught some new members. I give you one time to answer this. Will you join the rapture willingly or no?
Yeah, sure. I was. Hopefully, Adonis. I'm here.
Marvelous. And you? Well, what a coincidence you came here because, you see, I brought you a bunch of sacrifices. You see that guy and that guy, maybe that guy, and that guy over there as well. But yeah, perfect.
Marvelous. The master will be glad that you've decided to join us. He snaps his fingers and he turns away. And as our camera fades to black, you see two of the masks coming towards your faces with the bolts ready to be applied to your skulls. And with that, we cover it to a close. Thank you very much to my players for letting me put them through that gauntlet of tasks. Thank you to Ben and Joanne for lore tidbits I needed to get through. Thank you to Ryan for Faustus. Just thank you. And thank you to our viewers for keeping us company on this evening. We hope you had enjoyed yourselves. We hope to see you on streams again very soon. Until next time, take care.